Ladies and gentlemen,
good afternoon. My name is Prince Comrade Olushola Adeboye, the chairman of Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center. Reaching you live from our Limosho branch, Shasha, Lagos, Nigeria. Today we have here domestic violence between one Mrs. Isaac Nelly against her husband, Mr. Isaac Frank. As we speak, they are both in our Honorable Office of the Human Rights. We will be giving first man who reported this case against her husband. Stay with us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Can you bring, excuse me, let me bring it closer to the mic. Use that to Alright. Can you please tell us your name?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm Isaac Nelly. Isaac Onogweshan Nelly.
Alright. You came to our Office of the Human Rights few days ago.
Yeah.
To lay a complaint against your husband.
Yes.
Okay. Which language do you want us to talk in? Pidgin English?
Anyone.
Okay. Alright. Now you are here and your husband is also here. Let the words and the comrade hear your whole side of the story.
Okay.
From the onset, from the day one.
Okay. When I married my husband, for my first child, I gave birth to my first child when I was not with him. So my parents asked me not to marry him. My grandparents asked me not to marry him. I said no because I don't want to give birth to my children. Very different father. My father said I am free to marry any tribe I like, but my grandparents was against it. And me, I don't want to give birth to my children.
Tony, go close to that.
On different father. So I moved in with him. I gave birth to my firstborn in my father's house. Even from the beginning, he was misbehaving.
Who was misbehaving?
My husband.
In which?
From the beginning.
You know, misbehave is of different categories.
Yes.
So misbehaving by beating you or
no,
what? From
the beginning, he was a flirter.
So how are we supposed to know the type of misbehaving you are talking about?
Okay. From the beginning, he was a flirter.
Let me tell you something. Hold on a minute. We don't use idiom here.
Okay.
Do you know what is idiom? Idiomatic expression. Maybe you were supposed to say something in full. You now use you now cut it or use another word to describe it. There is no way, even though I understand the co-comrade that are watching and the lawyers and all that, they will not know what you are saying. So when you want to say he misbehaved again, you have to tell us the kind of misbehavior you are talking about. Okay. Go ahead.
He was a flirter. Even my sister do call and say a lot of things.
Your sister
my
do call.
Sister, yes.
Do say a lot of things.
That is a flirter. He carry women.
Okay, your elder sister stay with him as well.
Yes.
Stay with him.
No, they were living in the same compound.
Before that is where he got to know you.
Yes.
So has he dated your sister before?
No.
So how did she get to know anybody that comes in is for?
They live in the same compound.
Not the same room.
No.
Go ahead.
So from there, I even correct my sister that she should not monitor my relationship. She not monitor it. So me and my sister was even quarreling for long. We did not talk. So when I gave birth to that baby, he took care of us quite all right. Then I came to visit him in Lagos. Then he lost everything he was having.
How do you mean?
Everything, as in they sold the house, business was not moving well, things were not okay with him. So along the line, he said I should go back to my place. I left.
Where is your place? Is it Lagos?
Edo State.
Okay.
I left with pregnancy.
And the second pregnancy?
Yes. I left with pregnancy. I did not complain about that because it was agreement. I left. I was there. I spent so many times. I spent some months, close to a year there. So when I gave birth to the baby, said you want to come. I said no. If you are not coming to come and take us, don't come. He said okay. He bought some things and gave it to somebody to bring for us. I was there till he found a house. We moved in. He told us to come to Lagos. We moved in. So in that house, we are living together, living peacefully.
Yeah. Living
peacefully. We do quarrel every minute, settle every minute. And from the beginning, from when we are living together, he was okay. He was okay. Even if we quarrel, we settle it within ourselves. There was a time we quarrel, he took the matter to church. The pastors, they gathered and put me at the middle. They put me at the middle, asked me to judge. I did not talk.
Which year was that?
I can't remember.
Long ago.
Yeah. They put me at the middle, asked me to judge. I was just looking at them. I did not utter any words. The other woman that was there said, you people should leave this woman to go. It's not every woman that...
Who summoned you before the church? Him?
Yes.
So if you did not offend him, why would he summon you before the church? What was
we have misunderstanding.
So misunderstanding, what led to the misunderstanding? I know you will say his own side of it.
What?
Go ahead. So let's do it this way. Let's talk about what is important in this case and what led to what is happening. Excuse me. You understand?
Okay.
Because if I want to give you time or chance of, I was taken him to the church, I stood there, I never wanted to say something. Is that the problem now? No. Okay, let me help you out. One faithful day, my husband did this and did that. One faithful day, he tried to do this and do that and do this. I warned him. Another day, do this and do that and do that. You understand? And this person is aware. I told this family, the family do this and do that to me. So you understand? You always say what led to it very briefly. Okay. He said, because I requested for this, he do this to me, and the family do that to me, and he was aware of this and that. You understand? Okay. So that we won't take much of your time and other people's time.
My sister came to visit me. Yeah. She was living with me. Along the line, my husband said he wants to take my sister out. I did not say anything. I let them be because I was pregnant heavily then. I let them be because I should not be afraid that my husband wants to take my sister. They went out. They never came back that day till the following morning. My brother was angry, so angry. I told my brother nothing. He should let them be. My husband cannot do anything with my sister. So along the line, my sister would go to my husband's bank to take money. Though I do go there, if I need money, I do go to his bank to take money. But I have never one day take more than 3,000 in his pockets. So there was a day my husband traveled, he came, he said 6,000 or more than that was. He called me, he was at our job, but he called me, I said, did you take money from my pocket? I said, no. I did not take money from your pocket. So he ended the call. The next call I received was that, look for my cards, my hospital cards, I'm in the hospital. I went there. My husband did not allow me to stay in the hospital with him. He allowed my sister to stay in the hospital. So he chased me out of there. I left. along the line, and I noticed people was telling me that something is going on with between my husband and my sister. Because if my husband wants to go out, my sister will go and block him on the roads. So there was a day I was going to antenatal, going for immunization. From that immunization, my sister called me that is coming to my house. I don't want my sister to notice.
Your elder sister?
Yes.
So let's do it this way. You have to be differentiating it.
Okay,
my sister, it will seems as if it's the same sister you are still talking about. You have many sisters. The one that is trying to drag your husband for you, let us know how you describe that one.
Okay.
And the one that do interfere, that is the informant that your husband is carrying women, let us know that one as well.
Okay. My elder sister said he's coming to my house. I just picked a number in that immunization and left. I came home. I was sitting outside. Everywhere was locked. I peeked through the window. My husband was with my sister inside. On top of my sister was on top of my sister. I went back. I sat down. I did not knock. I was just there. At the time, they both opened the door. They saw me outside sitting. I did not say a word to them. It's not up to 30 minutes. My elder sister came. I told my elder sister, no problem. I was waiting for you to come. I want to go back.
You did not say a word?
I did not say a word to my sister. I went back to immunization.
Why?
I don't know why. I said I'm protecting my marriage.
You are using your sister to protect your marriage?
I don't know.
Okay. How were you feeling at that moment?
I was so down.
But you were still protecting it with your sister?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So when I left, immediately I came back. My sister said, Mommy Bright, what is your problem?
My elder
sister, sorry. My elder sister said, Mommy Bright, what is your problem? I said, what is that? He said my husband was in fridge picking something. My sister came, tie wrapper, was showing my husband something in her lap, saying, Daddy Bright, see what is happening to my leg. Then he said, Akere, what is that? My elder sister said, Akere, what is that? He said, he used my language to tell my sister, it did not mean now, it's my in-law now. My sister did not talk. He said, don't do it again. When my sister told me, in my mind I said, this is why I came home, so that all these things will not happen. And my sister still did it in my front. So, in case of we later find the money under the rug. And we called her.
The money he was accusing
yes,
you of.
It was. We later find it under the rug. My brother said, this is the money. My sister called his junior brother.
Your husband junior brother.
My husband junior brother.
Relax, madam. Don't confuse people.
Okay, sorry. My husband called my sister. My junior sister called his junior.
Your husband.
My husband junior brother. He told him if we ask of the money, he should tell us he's the one that gave her the money. So when I called
Go ahead.
When I called my husband junior brother, he said he's the one that gave the money. I said, Chibike, stop lying and tell me the facts. Stop lying and tell me the facts. He was just laughing.
Hold a minute. Even though you want to use your sister to settle your marriage, why not also tell her to go, even though you didn't want to tell anybody? Hold on a minute. You never said, when I caught her, I don't want to say anything, but I just told her, please, you can pack and go. You never said so. Go on. You are talking to human beings.
So, we look for the money, we called Chibike, and along the line, and I noticed that she was also going out with his junior brother, and both of them know.
Both of who know?
My husband and his brother.
No.
No, my husband knew. his brother was going out with my younger sister.
And your husband was still sleeping with
Yes.
your sister?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I found out all these things, I called Akere. Akere said, I know what you want to say. I will go. That is how she packed her things. She left. When she got home, I called my mother.
How old was Akere then?
Akere was 16.
Okay.
I called my mother. My mother said, I am the one that did it. I am the one that gave my sister to my husband, my younger brother, and my husband, younger brother. They quarreled with me, and I did not say anything. Till that me and that my younger brother, my younger sister that slept with my husband is not a good thing. So the day Akere called, we both settled it, and we was in parlor. Akere called him. I told him Akere is calling me. He sent so many messages that I copied out them.
What is the content of the message, or what was the content of the
That's my sister called my mom. My sister called my mom. If my sister dare discuss your issue with me, I will deal with her.
Who is the sister? Which is you?
Which is me.
That is the
He
message?
wrote the message to my husband.
Okay.
I copied out the message. So I told when he called my husband, well, what city? I told my husband to pick. I pretend as if I was not there. My husband picked the message, and they both
Pick the call.
And they both discussed.
What did they discuss?
They discussed about how I called my mom. They discussed about that. Discussed about how she's living. I was just there holding my hand. I was looking. I did not talk. So he ended the call.
Okay. If you did not cut them red-handed, the call she gave your mother, was it supposed to be a taboo?
So my mom,
If you haven't cut them?
no,
Did you understand?
I know.
If to say you not catch them before, or you not suspect them, this call when you give your husband, so is it supposed to be abomination?
The way she sounds.
No, forget say you catch them. You don't already catch them. They will never sound good again. But this one when you tell us so, to say you never catch them, you drive your sister go. Your sister can't invest for you, can't reach out, you can't say, hello in-law, I don't reach out, so situation is bad though. Anyway, you go even tell my mama say one thing, no, you suppose verse.
If I did not catch them, I will not be angry.
So that's what I want to know. So that one when you talk now, say the content of the message now, or the tune, it be not bad though. But because you don't already catch them, calling your husband at all now is a taboo because you catch them now. So any call you give, she gave your husband now, it's not good. I did your side, maybe you don't understand the English. That's why
we are quarreling. So that is how why my people did not know of it was that my father don't want them to come close to us.
Who is that?
My step was. She is my stepsister.
Yeah. She's your stepsister?
Yes, we are not of the same father, but we are of the same mother.
Is that what they call stepsister?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead.
So that is why I never called my father for those things. That is why I never let my senior ones to know, because we are just 3 and the last she gave birth to. So that one was set aside. We are living, we settled it, we are living fine. I said I want to stay with somebody.
Which somebody?
I want a little girl that will stay with me.
Okay.
I discussed with my mother, younger sister. They brought little girl for me because I was going to market.
From his own side?
From my mother, younger sister.
Okay, still from your side?
Yes.
Okay.
So the girl came.
How old is the girl? How old was she then?
The girl was 12 years. Victory. She's in Lagos now. She was 12 years. So the girl came. We were living together, living happily. So in the morning, I will tell her what to do. I will leave for market. So one fateful morning like that, the girl just woke up and said, "Mommy, Daddy was trying to put hand in my bum bum." Daddy was trying to put hand in my bum. I said, "What? Should I ask Daddy?" He said, "Yes, Mommy, you are free to ask." When I asked my husband, he said it's a lie. I called Victoria.
This your sister is from your mother's side?
Yes.
Not different mother. It's the same mother, but different father.
Yes. That
the one that slept, you
yes.
claim that she slept with your husband.
Yes.
She's the same mother.
Not the same father.
Listen, she's the same mother with you.
Yes.
But not the same father.
No.
Good. The closest siblings or relative or sister, brother you can have is from your mother's side, which is born of the same mother. Yes. So get it right, viewers. Go ahead.
So I called Victoria out, Victory out. I said, Daddy said he did not touch you. The girl first, my husband said, Daddy, you was trying to put hand in my bubble. And when I opened my hand, you ran into the bedroom.
The girl now said so.
He said it in front of him. My husband said he did not know what she's talking about. I just closed the issue. I said Victoria is going. Victory is going.
You not send the girl out of the house?
I did not send her out because she's a little.
Who is Victory?
That is my.
The one that
my auntie younger.
The one he wanted to finger. Okay, you now said Victory will go.
Yes,
okay.
I told him.
Did you actually send her away?
Yeah, she left.
How many weeks interval, days, months?
Less than 3 days.
You sent her away.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Victory, on the a day before Victory left, his friend brought open goods in his house. He sent goods from abroad. He said, "Come and buy things. Come, let's buy things for Victoria to go." We bought things, and I took her to pack.
How many days or weeks or months did that child of 12 years stay with you?
It's not up to 6 months.
In that 6 months, did you put her in school?
In that 6 months, yes.
What is the name of the school?
I can't remember. I can't really.
You know it's an offense if you bring such age and you are not breaking her for her to help you. Instead, you are not breaking her to help her. Instead, you are breaking her for her to help you, and at the same time, she's not in school.
I will not keep anybody in my house without taking care, without doing the right thing.
I just want you to know this in case you still want to try in the nearest future.
I understand.
All right, go ahead.
So she left. We're all living together. This time around, I did not bring anybody. We're all living in peace. We left that place and moved to another place. So there was a day we were going to church at Ojoba. We entered bus. We stood on the road. We entered bus. We stopped a bus. We entered. Immediately, my children, I first arranged my children inside the bus. Immediately, I entered. The bus moved, and my leg twisted. I fell down. I fell down from the bus. I fell inside the bus, injured myself. The next thing my husband could say, "Can't you walk? Can't you do something smart? See what you are causing to yourself. You don't have sense." He was just complaining. Then the boss people said, Oga, your wife fell down. Is this how you're supposed to react? Instead of you to be quarreling with the driver, you are quarreling with your wife. That is when Nina said, Oseme, sorry. That was when Nina said, Oseme, sorry. I was so angry. We went to church. Along the line, my chest was so heavy. When we left the church, he knew I was angry. When we left the church, he said I should follow him to the sister place. At first, I said I'm not going. He called me back. We went there together. I was feeling headache. When we got to his sister place, the sister said, Mommy Bright, you are not looking good. I said, I don't know. My chest is heavy and I'm feeling headache. They called me out. She called me out. She checked my BP. My BP was so high. He said, what happened? I told them, see what happened in the bus. The husband of his junior sister was quarreling him. I just went inside to lie down. So that is how we met. We were just living till, is it not, let's say 2019, that early month, my husband was going down. He was so lame. Even my brother saw my husband in church. My brother accused me, said, Mommy Bright, see how fat you are. Your husband is so lame. I said, why are you making me feel guilty? I don't know. We left. If me and my husband is walking, I will be at the back watching him. I always feel guilty. So in the market, somebody also called me. Said his name. People are not blaming me.
Did you ask him?
Yes.
What was his excuse?
He said money.
Okay.
He said money. Even in the market, somebody called me. He said, Mommy Bright, everybody is blaming you.
Let's forget about this leaning. If you say it one time, yeah, you say it one time, you say everybody is okay, you now go straight to what later now happen.
Okay. So that was
where did they complain of slimming down or emaciating? What does it now resort to?
I love the line.
As they lean, waiting at the end, waiting you can't find out.
I told him to go for general test. He said he want to travel again. I told him you will not travel. He said he must travel. I said, okay, go to hospital, do general test. If nothing is wrong with you, you are free to go.
Waiting can't happen, madam. Nothing later wrong with you.
We went to hospital. His sugar level was so high, 450. 450. In there, I told him, see what you cause to yourself. When I told you and Chibike to stop drinking, that sugar level is in your family. What did you say to me? That is my father that has sugar level. I said, no problem.
How did that now, this now affect us? Tell us only what is affecting us or what affected you in this case, so that we can pick point and go straight to the point and allow him also to say so part of the story.
Okay. His family said he want to do family liberation in my house.
Yeah.
They came for TV.
Go ahead. You continue from the family said what?
So they came.
The family said they want to
do family liberation in our house. So they came that first night. We prayed. The next day they said we will continue 9 o'clock. That 9 o'clock, I told them I have meeting. I'm leaving. So I will not be around that 9 o'clock. He said that is true. So they sent me to market that morning. When I returned from the market, church, their senior sister, which they call mother, to open door for me. That was when they opened the door. I joined them in the prayer. When the people for the meeting came, I told them I'm going. We went downstairs to do the meeting. From that meeting, I was coming up to check them.
Hold on a minute, let me communicate with viewers, co-comrades. Do you mean she should be given time to say it from the beginning to the end? Because I can read some comment that is saying she should be allowed to say everything. One thing you should know, if she keep, like I said before, you can say this man was growing lean. People were asking me. We know people is more than one. So when you want to count mama patient ask, I go church, this one ask. It's the same thing as asking. People were asking me, I asked him, he said nothing. I said go to a hospital. He later went to hospital. That means he took time before he agreed. He later agreed. You don't cut so many minutes off. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, I will not give you time to say Papa John come say wetin happen, mama patient also say in the church wetin happen. So anything you know na 100 people talk, it's okay, and you feel in that area there is something special you need to say. Tell me, no, that area something happened there, I have to say it. You understand? You know, point matters. You can say words from 93 hours time. Your husband can just make only one point that cover the whole statement, and you will not tell us you forget one point. You understand? Okay. If you know there is reasonable points that you are cutting off that I did not allow you to say, you can still go back and just say 1 or 2 points that you know you have left behind.
Okay, from that one off, he was going down. He was telling them it's the Isha woman he married that was making him to learn.
Who is the Isha woman? Is it your sister? Me. All phones should be on silent, please.
Me. I was the Isha woman.
Go ahead.
I was the Isha woman. He said I'm the one making him to learn.
That is the point.
Yeah.
Oh, you are going now to where you stopped.
So where was I?
Okay. Yeah. So the second time I won't give you that honor again. You don't want.
So they did the prayer. The following morning, in the morning, they said my children's clothes is dirty. I packed it in one room. That my house is dirty. Which I know before they came, I cleaned the house. And when the sister came, he said I took her bag to my room. She said, no, you want to lie there in my husband's room. And my husband was telling me to bring her bag there. I took the bag there.
Did he pay your dad?
He paid.
Okay, traditional wedding?
Yes, just my dad. He paid my dad. So she entered. We were both sleeping there. This is rough.
How many children?
I have 5 kids.
Okay.
That my house was rough. I said, my husband was supporting them. They start sweeping. They said they will sweep out my children's clothes. The way they were behaving, I was just there, shedding tears all through. They just sweep. My husband was telling them, sweep it away, sweep it away. I entered the room, I select my children's clothes, I pack it. And along the line, my money even missed. The sister that came from village to city, the judge said I did not give that one food. I did not give that one food, which my husband did not drop money for me to cook. The food I cooked, they asked me, why did I give the food to keep the food for her? I said, it's the food I use in feeding my children in the morning. They left for school. I cannot keep my children's food for anybody. They start quarreling. I did not talk. That said, I went to my brother to collect money my father sent to me just because of the sister. My father said I should stop market because I was taken. I collapsed in the market. My BP was so high. He stopped me from going to market and sent money to me. When the sister came, he did not give me money. He gave me just 1,000 to cook for his sister. At first, I rejected the money. The brother picked it, things to cook. I put the stew on fire. I said, Afam, I'm coming. Let me go to my brother to collect some money. Let me go to my brother to collect some money that my father sent to me. My brother said I must write lists so that I will not misuse the money. Because of that, I wrote lists of what I want to buy so that my brother can be able to give me some money. When I was going, I met my husband downstairs buying things. I checked, he bought steering the of rice. I said, I told the boy that sold it for him. I said, please, can you reduce it? Let me use, I don't have anyone around me. Let me use the money to go to my brother's house. The boy was reducing. Immediately my husband came, he flamed up. Why will they reduce it? I said, okay, I left. So when I was in my brother's house, his siblings start calling me. You did not give my sister food. You did not give my sister food. Immediately I enter house.
So I hope you are paying attention.
Immediately I enter house, I
You are
went
pressing
straight.
your phone.
I went straight to the sister. I knelt down and said, please, auntie, see what happened. I don't have money and your brother did not give me money. He said, okay. We did it, and to me, the way she answered.
Okay, now let's hit the points. When the sisters came to do family liberation or whatever you call it, something like this happened, which I noticed. I even responded to them. You see everything, every daily activities that happen for 7 days. Okay. When the sisters or the parent came, something like this happened. You just make a reference to what's happened, you pick the points. Okay. He was not giving me money like you just made a point already. And they asked me to give them food. How can I give food when the money is not there? You have made a point. Because I know you are still going far. So me, I won't allow you to be, saying it all the way it happened, how many days in a week, what happened every blessed day. Pick point of what happened in that very particular day that affected you or your marriage.
Okay. So that second day, when they were doing the prayer, I was immediately I came up. I made them praying for every of their family. So I was standing outside the door open door. When it was my husband's point, he knelt down. They were praying for him. I knocked the door. The sister, the one his senior said, let Nelly come inside and pray for her husband. Immediately I entered to go close to my husband. The elder sister said, I should go back. I left. I was crying. Everybody prayed for their husband, their wife. Then I did not talk. They called my husband, they called my children. And the maid that was staying with me to pray for my husband. They prayed for my husband, we left. They did night prayer. After the night prayer, they called for me and my husband. Said my husband reported some issue. So my husband judged. The way my husband have already judged to them. They asked me. I judge. The sister said, Nelly, my brother don't have problem. You are the one that have problem. I opened my mouth. I knew what I said. I'm 50% right of what I said. I did not talk. It's only the sister, the one in senior said, I will not allow my husband to insult my family. For my brother to insult Nelly family, I'm not in support of that. I keep quiet. When she said that, my husband said, I even used my sister to give her example. She said, I don't want my sister.
Did you tell your in-laws about your sister, your husband sleeping with your sister?
Yes, I told them everything.
In that meeting?
Yes, I told them.
Instead, they still go ahead and blame you.
They said I remember the past. I always remember the past.
That you should forget about the past.
Yes.
You told them of the small girl of 12 years.
I told them everything from the beginning.
Okay, go ahead to the main points.
So after judging, they said it's because their brother is good. That is why he's not sleeping with my mates. That in everything I'm calling the mates. That because their brother is good, that is why he's not sleeping with me. Immediately, the judge, they left. That night, I could not sleep. My husband was so sick. I could not sleep. His head was on my lap. I was just using water to calm his body down.
What later now happened?
In the morning, I begged him. I said, let's go to hospital. He said, no. You don't have money. I said, I have money.
Did you later give him money?
He did not agree to follow me. He just gave me.
Then it's not a point. Let's see the point.
The family later came and blamed me for it.
For not taking him to the hospital?
For not, said he sent me for drugs. I did not.
Is that why the marriage is not working now?
It's because of the way. I'm going there now. My children will say, Mommy, I saw my daddy on top of Victoria.
You now, in the process, you now started the restaurant business.
Yes, and I have a maid, Victoria.
Yes.
If I return from market.
How old was Victoria?
Victoria was 17.
Okay, go ahead.
don't let anybody know. Papa leave the house and we entered. We planned it and I came in. My sister took his brother and said he's going to Keja. She left. I was there. Victoria came beside me to bed. When he entered, I was sharing. Daddy, leave me alone. I did not wear clothes. Daddy, leave me alone. I did not talk. I was inside there. I did not talk. I was inside there. So after wearing clothes, Victoria left her room and went to my husband called her. My last baby was with her. He entered the room that my husband is. I heard Victoria laughing. After some time, I did not hear their voice. My baby was crying. My husband had not joked with his phone. Gave my baby his phone to be playing with. I did not hear their voice again. Then I came out of the bedroom. I checked everywhere to make sure my evidence is clear. I get to the door. I was so weak, all my body was vibrating. I entered the room.
How old was Victoria?
17 years. I entered the room. When I entered the room, I saw my husband hold Victoria's hand.
Yes, mine.
He holds Victoria's hand, her two hands up. Her two hands was up. My husband used one hand to hold the hand. I was dragging her trouser down. Her trouser was already yellow pants. That was when I entered. Immediately I entered. I told my husband, you are very stupid. See what you are doing. He said, I want to use it to treat your fuck up. I want to use it to treat your fuck up. I said, you want to use it to treat my fuck up when I'm not around. I went to kitchen. I brought out knife. I told him, this is knife. If I want to stab you, I will stab you. The killing and protecting will die. He will suffer. I will die. You will die. I will go for it. I put it in his face and mark his face.
You mark him?
Yes. I put it in his face and mark his face, which is he later told his family that I stabbed him 2 times. He did not enter.
Is the mark still in his face?
No, it's below.
Okay.
He later told these people I stabbed him 2 times. He did not enter. I did not talk. He said, we later resolved it, and he said I should leave Victoria till December. I did not say anything, but in my mind.
Which month was that?
That was the day this thing happened. November.
Okay. Go ahead.
November. Then I told my mind that we will tell her, but my husband is begging me to leave, for me to leave Victoria. I did not talk. Along the line, the brother Afam beat my sister inside room.
Another of your sister?
Yes. Beat Cynthia inside room till she collapsed. I was not around. The brother was not around. Immediately I entered.
Your husband was not around?
Yes, it was in the evening. Immediately I entered. My children was shouting, Mommy, because I have killed Auntie Cynthia, my son was quarreling quarreling Afam. I entered, I saw my sister on the floor. I was pouring water on her. I later revived her. And I was quarreling Afam, which is later quarreling his brother. Immediately we enter. That is good for your sister.
Who was saying that?
My husband. That is good for your sister.
Why?
That is good for your sister. You don't used to hear words. She's too stubborn. I just smiled. I did not say a word. We left. So when Victoria, we did not feel guilty. Once he entered, where is Victoria? Victoria, come and get me this. Victoria did that. I did not talk. His brother now said, Iyawo, if you want your marriage to be settled, call your father to come to Lagos. It's only your father that can save this marriage. I said, that day he went to church. His brother sat down with, his younger brother sat down with us, was saying a lot of things that whenever he's around, see how Victoria used to enter my uncle's room. See how Victoria and my uncle will be in my room. I did not talk. Then I called my dad. My dad said he will come. He don't want his daughter to leave marriage. My daddy came to Lagos, met his people at the church, tell them to come. They did not come. November 31st, I took Victoria. November 31st, I bought things for Victoria, put her in bus and returned her. Immediately my husband returned for church. His church is Sabbath. It's a Saturday church. Immediately he entered. Where is Victoria? My son said, Victoria have left. My mommy have put her in. My husband mood changed. On Sunday, he left the house. Later came back almost in the night. On Sunday morning, which is December 1st, it was quarrel all through that day.
Did you arrest the brother for?
I did not arrest the brother.
For putting your sister to coma, you did not arrest him?
I did not arrest him.
Go ahead.
That on Sunday, we quarreled. I said, what is wrong with you, Frank? What is wrong with you? What you are doing to me is what your elder brother did to her wife, to his wife. Is what you are doing to me. Is what your younger brother is still doing to.
Is it what they are doing, or you are asking me if?
No, I'm telling him what he's doing.
Is it the same thing? Let's get it clear. Are you asking him, or you are telling him?
I'm telling him.
That is the same thing they are doing.
Yes. That he said, how dare will I talk to his late brother like that?
Do you know his late brother, or they just tell you the story?
I know him.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Don't go there.
I know him. So he was angry. He left that night. He left that morning. In the night, he came back. He was trying to seize my phone. Immediately he entered. I was in his room. I quickly picked. Oh no, I was in my room. I ran to the room. My phone was on top of bed. I picked my phone. I left. So my baby pampers was there. I ran to the room. I knocked. He have already locked the door. I knocked. He said he's coming. He later came and opened the door. He was standing beside the door. I took the pampers. As I get to the door, I removed key from the door. I went to the front of the door. I locked the door. I put key. I click it once. Immediately I clicked the door. My husband pulled the door. He beat hell out of me. There was bruises all over me.
Do you have any?
It's on my phone. Bring my phone. There was bruises all over me. I was tying just wrapper. Immediately, as he was beating me, my wrapper fell down. Then I started laying curse on him. I was laying curse on him, seriously. Immediately, I was laying curse. He rolled out his bed. After the bruises, he was still using the bed to flog me. He flogged me to the extent I begged him. I said, please let me go. Don't kill me. Please let me go. Then I left the room. When I left the room, I went to my room. I called my brother. My brother said he was far away. That he's coming. I called my father. When my brother came, he was fighting him. Seriously, I begged my brother.
Who was fighting him?
My brother.
Okay.
I begged my brother. I said, don't fight him. He don't have strength. His sugar level is high. I used my language. Please don't fight him. His brother just able to tell him, Uncle, let me waste this boy. Leave no matter aside, and let me waste his life. I said, Afam, is that what you said? See the pictures. If you pull it, you will see all the pictures there. No, you put it. I said, is that what you said? My brother was so angry. He said I should let go. That my children should come with me. They were dragging the children. He said, my brother said, which children? Do you know where they gave birth to him? In fact, you are not the father of the children. I told my brother, if my children did not follow me, I'm not going. My brother did not leave. He was ready to fight until his wife was bleeding. His wife started bleeding because it was heavy that time.
Wife of your brother's wife?
Yes, start bleeding. That was when my husband I said, Henry, see your wife is bleeding. That was when my brother left.
Okay, the wife came with
Henry's.
Okay, could be the result of the fight.
Yes.
And the shock.
Yes. So they left. I did not do anything. I did not talk. So the next day, I could just stand up. I went to station. I went to Okoba police station. We went there. They arrested him on, is it not on Tuesday morning? They wanted to go to market. I said no, they should not go to market. They should go to on Tuesday when he's at home. That on Tuesday early morning, I left. I went there.
He was arrested.
He was arrested.
He slept at the station.
He did not sleep. They arrested me in the morning. They gave me paper to go to hospital. When I get to hospital, all of them were shouting that blood gathered on my body. I have blood is. I have
eternal blood.
So they wrote drugs for me. I went home. My children were shouting, "Mommy, police came to arrest my dad." Where is my dad? So with my children intention on me, I went to hospital back. In that hospital, they called me that his younger brother is using iron to flog my son at home. He's using iron to flog my son at home. I will later resolve it. I signed paper for him, for them to release him. He wrote undertaking. From there, that was how I get number of one. The human rights woman there gave me number of one, Mr. King.
When was this?
It should be December 10th or 4th. So I came. On that, we were on Victoria. We just settled Victoria issue. He brought his ex-girlfriend to my house. That
why you were still there?
While I was still there, the girlfriend, he left home as early as 5 o'clock. I was calling him, no money. He did not answer me. At the end, when he was coming, he came with his ex-girlfriend. My sister asked me, did he tell you that he's coming with anybody? I said no.
You used to know the ex-girlfriend before?
I've met her once.
Okay, in that same house?
Yes. No, it's not. He came to greet me when we just got married.
Okay, and he now introduced the girl to you as his
ex-girlfriend.
Okay, go ahead.
So when the girl came in, I even checked the clothes she bought because they said they went to a cold water. So along the line, I called him inside. Daddy, brother, come, let me see him. As I was talking to him,
what tribe is the girl?
I don't know. As I was talking to him, he said, "Osamen, that can hold. I'm with visitor." I said, "Daddy, brother, is visitor visitor more important than your family?" Those what I was saying was he had already left the home. I met the girl lying down. As he was lying down, my husband hold hand fan out and was fanning her.
The ex-girlfriend?
Yes. The brother that was in the church, he have called him to go and buy food. As he was fanning her, small time my husband would kill mosquito. My husband would kill.
In whom? Where? In the girl's body?
Now I was sitting at the back of him. He was in panic. But it's not that my husband would kill.
Was she sick?
No.
Okay,
she
they
was
were
just
kind of
like
praying love, romantic.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just there. My friends came in. I said, "Mommy, Dad." I said, "Is this why you came to my place? Please come and go." She left. We were moving. The senior sister said, called his brother and told his brother, "You need privacy. Separate your room from your wife."
Is that the younger brother?
The senior sister that called herself a pastor told my husband he need privacy. He should separate his room from his wife. So when we later packed out from there, we moved to Meron. my husband totally changed. That we packed there. The next day, my friends came to visit me. My husband said he don't want the friend. I went to market to see my husband. He said, I hope mommy and daddy don't come to my house. I said, he's at home, but I did not allow her upstairs. He's downstairs. I said, I came for you to give me money to buy, to ask for the money you gave me. We use the other one for money, bought things in the money. It was no more. So the remaining one is only 1,002. Please add to it. Let me buy something again. My husband started shouting that he don't have money, don't have money. I have little money in my pocket. I went to Lagos Street, bought what I want. From that moment, my husband stopped talking to me.
Is your husband still sick now?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
My husband stopped talking to me. We were just living as cat and rats in the house. As he was giving me money, if he's going out, he will drop money. At the time, he stopped dropping money. He was giving his younger ones money to cook in the house. He gave them instruction they should not allow me. The one of 17 years, the brother of 17 years that was living with him, he gave that one instruction. He should not allow me into his room. There was a day I woke up, I said, let me give my children food to eat. Let me give my children food to eat. I asked that one, what did he say we should give? You should give the children. He told me, I said, okay, come and show me where it is. As I was taking the tip, the boy said, yeah, well, do fast. My brother said I should not allow you. Do fast, let me lock door for my brother. I said, are you ordering me out of my husband's room? He said, na instruction when they give me. I left the room. So the day I left, my son, they had their room. Their things was inside their room. His brother Afam that was staying with us was bringing out my children things for their room. I said, Afam, he brought out one. I said, yeah, well, this thing should be in your room. He put. Small time he brought another one. I said, Afam, why? Afam, why? He said, your children should be in your room. I said, Afam, are you chasing my children out of their room in their father's house? I went to the room. My son was already close in my room. I left my room. I went to the room. I was quarreling about. My husband came out. My friends, don't separate my brothers and my children. Don't ever try. Don't separate. I said, your brother is bringing out my children close from your room. He's not bringing it out. My husband said, he's not bringing it out. He's arranging it to defend his boy. I said, that is right. I opened my mouth. I went to Bala. I did not talk again.
I thought you say you want to use yourself. You are not concentrating. But then you are listening and you are still on your phone.
Off your phone.
No, don't worry. By the time I take you to the station, your lawyer will bail you there. And maybe you go into the cell with your phone. Maybe it's like I'm joking with you. You are the one that established the organization. You like come here with president, I will still put you in cell today. As far as the evidence is concerned.
Should I continue?
We wait for him. But the point you made, maybe it's possible is where he may lose his he wants to eat his sense, so let's wait until he's back. All right. He's back. You can continue.
So, as I went to Palo, I was sitting. The next thing, I heard him shout. It's my wife that took the money. She's the one that took the money. I said, money again. I went to him. I went to the room, they opened safe. They said they saved about 30-something thousand in the safe. That I'm the one that removed the money. I said, Daddy Bryce, you told them not to allow me to enter this room. Some days ago, I told you my ATM, somebody tampered with it. That they sent me message. Because of that, they blocked my ATM. What did you do? And now you have younger ones. Your money is missing. You lay accusation on me. Why? It was Lagos. It shall not be well with you. This pain you are making me to pass through. This pain you are making me to pass through. I said, this is what you are saying. I live in this house. 3 days I did not eat. Because you know I'm not doing anything. You stop giving me money. Instead, you will give your younger ones money to cook. His brother called my children one day. I called the one that always stay at home. I said, go to the woman outside, buy half the rican.
Sir, do you need water? You can bring bottle. Should they bring bottle water for you? Yeah, all right. Why are you still sweating even though we have AC and fan? Are you health-wise? Are you okay? You are not okay. Give me my first. Why are you sweating? What is your problem?
Emotionally, I'm not okay. And as I hear right now, I don't know how my kids are doing there. Although my sugar, I'm still treating sugar.
What is the level of your sugar?
I'm supposed to run text tomorrow to know.
When was the last time you ran it?
This last time was about 50.
How many weeks ago?
About last week.
Last week. If it's for the children and the way you are feeling based on the news story you are just hearing, and that one can be taken care of. You will not die here, and you will not die soon. So I just wanted to know if it's dangerous, so we can know what to do. But I've been watching you very closely since you are sweating, even though you are saying,
but I'll be fine.
You better be fine. Understand? Give it back to her.
He called the one that was on top. I told him, go and buy beans outside. The one you people will be able to finish. I don't want Yahweh to touch it. The one you and the children can finish. The boy was sitting beside me when the call entered. The boy looked at me, I looked at him. I said, go and buy. And at this moment, I don't feel hungry. My BP was high. My BP is running 250, 300. I always check it every blessed day, the way I was feeling. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I even sent the message. The message is on my phone saying I want to poison myself. If we can resolve it. He did not even listen to my message. I sent him several messages. I even make attempt of poisoning myself, which is I was not ready to do it. If it can, because of that, we can settle the issue. He did not respond. I sent many of my friends, even to the extent the one he said he did not like. I sent her to help me talk to my husband. I sent many of my friends to him. He said, since I've taken him to police station, we are no longer friends. I see that things were not okay. I was so down. I have no money. I have nowhere to go. That Saturday morning, I called my family. I told my brother, if I did not live here this moment, I will die. I called my senior sister. They said, where are you going to stay now? I said, I don't know yet. Let me just go. I moved my things. Before then, I was moving my things out little by little. When I have tried reconcile, when I tried to reconcile with him, things were not. He did not give listening ear. I was moving my things out. So that fateful Saturday, I moved when he went to market, I moved the last things I was having there. I moved them out. I was still lying down. Till when they returned from market, the boy was busy cooking, calling my children. Then I took my bath. I said, let me go. I called my children. I said, Mommy will come back from you. My son do always come to me. I said, Mommy, I know you will not stay here. Please, when you are going, take me along.
How old was he then?
He was 11 years. 10, 11. Because so many things happen in his front. I called him. I said, right, please.
Okay, Ruth, when you told me that the other people for success were around, what did I say? Why are they not in the company? No. Call up for son. Call our son. Continue.
So I called my children. I talked to them. I went to him in the room. I said, I'm leaving. I'm leaving here out of frustration. Please, I know how I left my children. Don't let any scratch enter them. Don't let.
Who did you call?
I went to him in his room.
He was
Don't
around when you left.
Yes. Don't let anything touch them.
Why did you allow success family to pass in to the other side? Did you know the screening they went through before they passed it? Go outside until I'm done with this program. You stay outside and call the gate man. The gate man will not open for you, also you that is living here. You will serve that punishment. Call that Baba. Call Baba. Continue.
So I told him, I said, please, your family love their own more than outsider. See this one living in my house. He was not able to live with anybody until he came here. He faced me and told me, Auntie, is where you are. I have rest of mind. I beg you, any day you take my children to any of your family, they will suffer. I left. The boy that was cooking came to me and said, Yawa, are you going? I said, you are very stupid. My God will judge you. When he was sending you to market, did you tell him he's drunk? When you were busy calling, telling them what to eat, telling them what to cook, did you tell him he was wrong? Now I'm leaving.
Baba, Hassan no come inside, okay? Hassan, wallahi, go stay outside. No, make him not come inside.
Wake
outside.
up, wake up, what you want? Move come with them, say that the foundation. Ajia.
Now go there. So you said they hear outside. Police when they hear outside, sorry for you for station today.
Nigeria.
You need to hear what's up there. They hear Yoruba, so no problem. You speak outside to police, you don't see outside, oh, sorry for you. You speak Yoruba, so you speak Igbo, they will pay you. But thank you for the interpretation you gave to my security.
I did that. I left. So I have no, heaven bear me witness, I have no one. From that mirror, I tried to Otta to go and draw the woman that was owing me money. Before I left, I now went to one of my friends' place to go and lie down, to go and sleep that day. I was always coming to check my children. I was always coming almost every time. Until that fateful Friday, there was a day I came, the rest was not at home. My last born was at home. I said, okay, Edric, let me go and buy you something.
After you left, you were coming back to see your children.
The children.
Okay.
I told him several times.
And he did not beg you to come back.
No, I told him several times that I want to take the second to last and the last one. He said no. At the time, he took my son to boarding school at East.
Okay,
please,
let's stop here. I think the most interesting part of it has been narrated.
No, on that Friday.
Go ahead.
On that Friday, I went to see my children. My children said, Mommy, play music for us. When I play music, they were dancing. They carried my glass. They wear it. I was snapping them. I passed him aside. From there, he was watching us. Immediately, he saw me snapping the children. He stood up and said, Madam, that nonsense you are doing, don't do it with my children. That nonsense you are doing, don't do it with my children. In fact, stop coming to this place. I did not answer him. I was just busy doing what. He said, okay, all of you go up. I said, for what? They will not go. He said, let's see, me and you, who they will hear. I heard, when I saw my children shivering, I gathered all of them in my side. I held their hands. As he was chatting of them, they were dragging their hands. I did not release them. He held my hand and flinged me out. When he flinged me out, I said, Daddy Bright, I'm not in your house. You still have the guts to lay your hand on me. I went to him. I pushed him. I heard his clothes. I said, don't try this nonsense with me again. I pushed him to the pole. He almost fell down. Then, there, he had this hand. He bent this hand to the back. I was there shouting. My children were crying. He bent this hand to the hand. I fell down. I stood up. When I stood up, he had this one. The picture is on my phone. This hand was swollen. That was when this man, I don't know what he was holding in his hand though, whether it's iron. He joined me here. I snapped it on my phone. The date, everything is there. Everything is there. I stood up. When he released this hand for me, I slapped him. He said, he laughed and said, "You have the guts to slap me." I said, "I will slap you again. So you have the guts to beat me when I'm not in your house." He said, "You slap me. I will end it here. I will kill you here and nothing will come out of it." As it was vibrating and was talking, I quickly leave his clothes because anybody they kill before talking is already dead. I quickly leave his clothes. I shift to the other side. He still came to me and said, You slapped me. I will kill. I said, I did not talk again. I did not utter any words. Then he left to where he was.
Can I see the picture?
He left to where, that was when I was calling. I called Mr. King. He said I should keep up because I have reported the case to him. He said I should keep on calling that number. If I get that.
King of voice?
I don't know. He said that this one was February 6th, the next day, when my hand was swollen. So I called him. That is when I keep on calling the number. That's just the screen. Even when it twists when my leg was swollen, it's there. When I fell down.
This which Friday? Is it January or
last week Friday?
Okay, even this February.
Yes. That was when I keep on sending message until President sent me voice call.
This is injury with blood, with breathing.
Check the date.
Let me see your hand. Let me see it.
See, check the date. It's on Friday. See it.
Yeah.
See it.
This one is still here.
This one. These two.
Yeah, I can see this one. And this one somewhere here.
Check the dates.
No, don't worry.
The time is there.
It's February 5th, 6:52 p.m.
That was the day.
Yeah. Did it happen in the evening?
Yes. I went to his house in the evening. That swelling of hand was the next day.
Okay, because it's swollen after this beating.
Yes.
All right. Is that all now? Did
Yes.
you involve any police?
No,
on
Saturday of it, police called me. He went to cover. Police called me. When police called me, I told the policeman, tell him to report at Ikeja. Then, President have not picked my call. I was still calling. I told the police, the case is not in you people care again. Tell him to report at Ikeja. I have reported him to Ikeja. The woman was begging me. I did not answer. The way I reacted to her, the way I was shouting when they called, I later called the woman. That she should not be angry. I explained some things to the woman. The woman said I should please come and see her. I promised of coming on Monday. That was when President answered my call and told me how to come to this place. I did not go.
All right.
That night he called me.
Yeah. That's what.
He called me and said I should reflect back. Is this how we started? I said, I wish I did not told you the case is on human right now. Will you call me? He keep on calling. At first he said my son is sick. Should he bring him or I will come and carry him? I later called back. I said, this your call, I don't understand. I beg in the name of God, don't let anything happen to my child. I end the call. He later called, I should promise him of coming. I said, okay, 8 o'clock. That morning, that Sunday morning, that was when I packed out from where I was living to Ikotu.
Somebody about where you are living.
So that was when I packed out. On Monday, his friend called and said we should see how to settle the case. I told him I reported this case to you. When you, after reporting, if you see me, you will be looking at me that like I'm a stranger. Please.
Friend,
yes.
you did not try to intervene.
No. If you see me, we look as if he's seeing stranger. I said, please stop calling me. We will settle it at the. So
Did
after
his lawyer
that,
call you?
no. After that, my brother called me that he went to Daddy Bright's, that they said they should settle the case. He called me. He just said something. Said, did you see our life when my mother was not there to take care of us? That he saw my children. That is not the kind of life he wants for my children.
Who is not saying that?
My brother.
No.
My brother, I should go back.
How did you get to your father, please? Just call
My
me.
brother.
You told me your father intervened.
Yes, my brother called my father.
My brother that called your father,
yes,
not your husband.
No.
All right, so okay, we are done for now from your side. So if you have any question later, we'll ask you. Can you please give the mic to your husband? Good afternoon or good evening.
Good evening.
Your name, please.
My name is Isaac Frank.
Go ahead. You were here when she
Good evening,
gave
Pure.
her statement.
Actually, yeah. I had everything my wife had just said. But I have few things to say to add to it. Because this is not what I bargained for. At the first, we were having issue. Our marriage is about 11 years now. I married her well the way. I spent days making sure I give her the crown, which I did. All her family spend most of their life with me. They have been living in my house. None of my family stays with me. This is my wife. The issue we are having from consent is disagree. There's nothing I will tell my wife. Even when you give her a reason why that thing should be, she will refuse. Is that one that she wants? That she always wants. At a time to save marriage, I've been to it. We had issue that resulted me touching her. So for the things we are living, I've not touched my wife.
How do you mean touching?
I've not beat my wife. We'll be having issues, we'll be having some things. At times, maybe when she calm down, or maybe I calm down, we settle it. Even at this junction, coming here today, again, that the case has been withdrawn. And I said, my in-law called me, my wife called me, she called me, even this morning when she called me, and I said, there's no way you asked me not to appear here. I was sent a formal invitation. So if the people does not want me to be here, at least there should be a call from them. He said I should bother not to go. I was afraid if I did not attend, maybe I don't know what happened next. Because message was sent to me, booking me by 4. So I told her, no, if you want us to resolve this issue, it's better we be here one-on-one. Let me come and hear. I don't even know whatever that is the charge against me. She said I should not come. I said, no, I will come. I was surprised when I missed your call. I was trying to call back. I have no call card. For me to recharge, you don't call back. Am I aware that my wife is here? I said, okay, I'm coming. On my way. There's a lot of traffic. But thank God I made it through here. 2019, that resulted all this touching. A faithful Sunday, December 1st. I have children that most times in the night, they cry. And the cry is not that there's anything, it's their snacks. I went to the wardrobe to check. We're staying together. I went to the wardrobe to check those things. When one of my last baby, about 2 years thereabouts, was crying. He's not up to 2 years then. He was crying. I used to ask, my wife's name is Lenny. But since I married her, I've not called her the name. I gave her my name. I called her Oseme, which everybody know how it's. Oseme is mine. So we're living.
What tribe are you?
I'm Igbo.
How do you get to know?
I asked her, what do they call mine in your language? That want to use your language to be addressed in.
Well, how do they call it in your own?
Nkem.
So why did you leave Nkem and start calling Shem?
Because I love where I married.
Wow.
And they welcomed me very well before this extent. Now, when Anna asked her about those things, the first word that came out of my wife's mouth to answer me was, I cursed the day I got married to you.
That's 2019.
That was 2019, December 1st, Sunday. I was dumbfounded. She's a very hot-tempered person, and she can do anything when she's tempered. We still live, I say, names, most times once, a little thing, my wife will be like, laying curse on me. And I told her, these curses you're laying, how do I go to the street and do what? And succeed? This is wasn't the size I'm putting on when you got married to me. And I know one or two things I've achieved. Before he got married to me, I was wearing size 16 and a half, 17 as a shirt. I wear size 40 at 8. But this time around, I wear size 34. I said, why don't want to give me peace in this house one day? She was laying there because I left home.
Hold on, let me ask your wife a question if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Please give her the mic. When was your sister living with you? The one that you said they generated this whole program. Your sister,
Akere. That was when I just.
Which year? 2019 or 18 or?
That should be 2011 to 12.
Okay.
That was 2000.
Because it's like your husband is trying to say the whole progress started 2019. Anyway, let's give it to him. 2011
when
or
I gave
12.
birth to
Don't
my
worry.
second son, 2011 to 12.
Please give him back the mic.
So, that eventful day, I went out. I left them. When I then got back in the evening, we went, I had to go into my bedroom. I was bathing. I had a knock. I came out of the bedroom. I did what? And opened door and went back to the bedroom.
Looking for that woman, let her wash her hand.
And
Thereafter,
are you with me?
yeah, after washing.
So, I went back to the bedroom because I was toilet there. So when I came back, my wife has moved, I don't know what she came to take in the room. She removed the key from the back door and locked me inside. At this time, we are not talking because she's a fond of that. Whenever she started issue in the house, she don't talk to me. And when she's not talking to me, I don't eat. And she doesn't bother about it.
Hold on a minute. Alright, go ahead. You said whenever.
So whenever
you don't eat, and she never bothered.
She never bothered. She doesn't talk to me. She doesn't greet me. We're living in the same house. Just that God has been doing it since then. We've not living after our early marriage. We're living in one room. We've not left since then. We're living large. So now this when she now locked the door, I was hitting on the door. She left the door to her own room until I forced that door open by breaking that door. And I came out and I said, "Why are you doing all these things?" She just,
Madam, you can drop the phone.
She just rushed me, and I'm pushing. I said, "I'll beat you now."
2019.
Yeah, 2019, December 1st.
Okay, sir. If you start in 2019,
I'm coming. Those ones she laid before. I want to tell you. I want to give you a break before all those accusations laid before me.
It doesn't work that way.
Okay, where do I start?
If you feel human, or if you are human, you should know the allegation is so serious that it's the first thing you should defend. And moreover, it happened first before this one you are talking about. You understand? Like like I said before we started this program, the whole world, they are watching you. As it is now, at the time you were being watched by 5,600. Presently, you are being watched by 5,100 as I speak now. Not the silent people that are watching you. You know, social media, Facebook. You know, silent people, they can watch you silently without reading.
Without reading, yeah.
So those ones, we have silent people that have viewed us more than 1 million. But the one that wish to view, that you can count now, they are 5,100. So now, you're supposed to know there are some allegations you tackle first, so that people may not lose patience
on
and go with the story that touch.
Okay.
So if you can't remember, it's
Okay,
better I help you out.
Okay.
Your wife is talking about 2011/10, and you are starting from 2019. You cut off how many years? If not 7, 8 years.
2010. Immediately I married my wife, there's something I told my wife. I told my wife that I don't need a third party in our marriage.
What is it? What do you want? You must pass through this way. Why must he go out? If you go out, it's done for the day. Let him wait. Nobody should open for him. Just tell him to wait. The reason why he should go away, so I don't have another security to start scrutinizing him.
So, regards to the issue of 2010-11, when my wife was accusing me, she said I slept with her sister. When I married my wife, we're in one room. We're living in one room.
With the sister?
With nobody. It's between me and my wife. It's between me and my wife. When we were together with the brother then, the brother later left, when they sold it. When they sold the house, everything changed. No finance, nothing. She went to the village. When she now came back, at that 2010-11, I rented in a room. And I now told her that please, here that we are, let us handle ourselves. Whatever thing we can do, let us do it. What we can do, we should leave it undone. Then a fateful day, I went out. On my way back, I saw somebody in my house. And I asked her, who is this? He said it's her half sister. That is the one that her mother gave birth to the other side. I said, I don't want this person in my house. My wife never agreed to it. Then we started.
Why would you say you don't want your in-law in your house when you didn't even know her?
Yes, because I barely...
Was she too attractive that you think she might tempt you?
Attempt is there, and I don't have much money to feed outsider by then. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah.
At that time, I'm trying to hold myself. I was having issue finance.
Your phone on silent, please.
I try putting it on.
Give it to one of the staff here, comrade. Or you give to your lawyer. You can put it off.
So, I'm told that I don't want this because my finance was very, very down that time. Because at the area we were living.
You just said, apart from finance,
okay,
you also feel you can be tempted.
Yes, I told her.
The kind of person you are, you cannot control yourself. Are you not agreeing that with us?
I can control myself.
To some extent.
To some extent.
Not when you see a very attractive woman.
There's some certain state that if a woman, I can't tell you in my bedroom, this thing happens when she's very much aware of it. She was all started complaining. When I'll be in the bedroom now, Betty, the girl just brought it to my room, to the bedroom. You understand? Yeah. And I was down.
And she's aware.
My wife is here.
Did you complain to her that your sister is the way she is?
I told her to let her go.
Okay, instead.
What result of me being my BP going high that led me to station to what is it called? Hospital.
Okay, no. You are not done with this yet.
Okay, so now
hold a minute. If you tell us that yes, because of that something now happened, we understand. We will skip that area. Otherwise, we will call the sister here now to talk on phone. So did something later happen between you and the sister?
Yes.
It's okay. Well, if you are truthful, you will go home in peace today, or you get the blame and go. So that area is closed. Did something happen between you and Victoria?
No.
But did she met you people in the way she has explained it, yes or no?
What really happened? She met me and Victoria in my room, not on any action.
Yeah, but hands up.
She met me and Victoria in my room.
Yeah. Hands up. Like the way she said Victoria hands was up.
Victoria was well dressed.
But she said you were using your other hand.
I didn't.
Okay, what was Victoria doing?
No, what really happened is I called before that time. This Victoria issue.
Hold on a minute. Did you know that this area of a girl or whatever, that she's a sister to your wife of the same mother? Are you aware?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay, but why did you have to do that? Do you want to marry two sisters from one family?
It was a temptation.
All right, no problem. We accept it. There's no point of digging further. What about the Victoria issue?
Victoria issue.
You make an attempt.
I'm coming. Let me tell you how that one comes.
Go ahead.
I traveled home. The same thing happened. I went home. So when my little baby...
How old is your daughter now?
My daughter... I have one that's supposed to clock
the
10.
First one.
She's 9 plus.
Okay, going to 10.
The other one is going to 8.
We are taking all the daughters from you. The rest are short. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So now, when I came back from travel, I came home on a Wednesday morning. I was with my wife. Thursday morning, I was lying on the bed. She went out very early and brought somebody home. I called the family. I called the father. Everybody asked her, even to the church, I went to church, that my wife should take this girl away from the house. The brother came, the family was fighting her. My wife said, instead of the girl she leave the house, that she will leave the marriage.
Victoria?
Yes.
After knowing fully well that you cannot control yourself.
I called her. She's here. I refused. She started begging me for weeks. I called the father, put it on call.
She needed the helper. She said she started the restaurant.
No, nothing has happened at this time.
Okay, go ahead.
So we not say, I don't want this. They called her on the church, in the church. Now the pastor's wife called her, Lenny, this girl has come to destroy your home.
What later now happened because she...
What later happened now was when she now lived, she no longer cook for me. I go to the market the day I met her. I say, Oseme, let's go, because my wife is always happy when I go to market to buy food stuff. I don't know if she's a change. She's happy because I buy more than expected. At times I go with her. I came to the shop, I said, let us go to the market and buy what we use to keep home. She said I should carry Victoria. And I said, is not Victoria my wife? People are in the market, they say, why won't you follow her from Katankwa to Lagos there? She refused. And I went to the market.
She's the one pushing you into
She was setting the trap. And I have been avoiding it since the lady came.
Go ahead.
And I called the family. The family called her because the father was now aware that they are sending. The Victoria was.
Let me ask question. Let me ask question. Give to your wife. My sister, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Where you came from, or it doesn't matter where you are from, but in your house, do rats eat fish?
Yes.
They eat fish
Yes.
very well.
Yes.
And when you now come from market, you will still put fish on the floor. Say, let me test rat if rat has stopped eating fish. Does it happen that way? That's what you are. That's what you did now, according to your husband. Listen, the way is. Hold on a minute. Give it to him. I'm not trying to judge anybody yet. It's just if the way he's going about it now, we may not stay too long here, because if you admit one, can cover like 10-20 minutes. So you see now we are not going to talk much story on your sister, how they went to a party, how they disappeared, because I has covered it. If he has said no, we now say, did you actually go to a party? Did you not say we take hours? So now you already knew that somebody chopped your sister, same mother, fa. Then somebody finger your house head 12 years. You now brought another one. He was begging you, I don't want what happened in 1960 to happen. You refuse and you start setting him up. I'm not siding him up. I just want him to say the way it happened. Oh yeah, okay.
So that's the Victoria issue. So the church called her. But this girl has come to destroy your home. Send her away. She refused. The father called.
Did you indirectly tell your pastor that I know who I am? That is why I'm saying this girl should go.
I wasn't discussing it with the pastor.
Okay.
The woman said she saw it in a dream.
Which woman?
The mother in the church.
I
wasn't her.
That's the girl with destroyed.
Yes, he called her and they are the same tribe. So and I called my father-in-law.
Madam,
I called
it's not important, but if you give me anybody attitude here, I will call that woman. Because you have been so truthful since, so just leave your husband and let him say whatever you want to say. The reason why I believe that you have been so truthful, how you brought out knife, how you stabbed him or marked him, how you slapped him, and everybody were still praising you through the comment, because when you chase dog to the wall, he will be ready to fight you. That is why nobody is judging you people here. So let him also be a truthful man. If I he has not been truthful this far. So go ahead.
So when my father-in-law, they dragged this into an extent.
Okay, sir, don't.
So now that one
now happen.
What now happened? True that day she came on a Thursday morning.
Yeah.
She called me and Victoria, but we're not doing anything. I hold Victoria quite all right. I wouldn't deny.
You wanted to move?
No. I don't want to touch.
She was crying.
She wasn't crying.
You were begging her.
No.
Where was the?
In my room.
Where was the little baby?
In my room.
Your little baby.
Yes.
Where did you give her phone to him?
No.
Him or her phone
he
to
was
him?
with me crying there.
Actually, the mother said he was crying.
Yes.
And the baby was crying. Baby carrier or nanny, you held her hand or hold her and allow your baby to be crying, because Victoria was also crying. You were begging her not to cry.
No.
If Victoria and the small baby is crying, which one are you supposed to hold first?
I'm coming.
No, answer that one.
If the Victoria and the small baby crying, it's the baby out.
Okay, go ahead.
So now, when my wife now came, the first they say, I've called 2 people, and I told her that day that baby, I'm waiting for this day, that I've lost my marriage, that I'm looking for in a way. If you hear that me and somebody did something outside, it might be difficult for you to believe or let it go. But once something happened in your room, you cannot see a reason why you should come back to your marriage. After that time, my marriage has collapsed. She has a sister in the house that is instigating her in a lot of things.
Okay, did you tell her I was just doing this to
yes.
use English to fuck you up?
I say she's here. I say, I want to break your heart to know if my marriage can be repaired. She's here.
You want to break her heart
Yes.
by sleeping with
I did not sleep.
You
I wanted her to see an action.
But did you know if she was around?
Yes. I know when there is. Okay, sir. I want to do something now. I will not lock my door. I will not lock my entrance. I will leave the whole things open in the house I'm living. I have it.
Go ahead. At least you are close to admission.
So now that fateful day, my wife stabbed me. She brought it, give me mark with a knife in my face. Is it not stabbed?
That day she stabbed you. You said she brought a knife.
Yes, she wanted to drag my brick. I shade it off. I hold her. She did everything she was doing to me that day. I did not touch her. After some time, she broke down. I went to go and carry her and place her in a bed and do what? Undressed her bra. The sister now came and said, what I do with my son? I said, is he your wife? So that day, after we have settled it, night of that particular day,
you held Victoria's hand. And your son was crying on the first son of a year plus then also. And you were holding her so that your wife will come in, so that you tell your wife, I just want to deal with you with this girl. Anyway, we understand that point. You can go on.
So that day, she now came to me. That was in the night.
Stab you.
No, we settled this issue after
just
this.
Mark you.
After that,
if stab with the scar.
No, everybody has the kind of body he has.
Why something your forehead? Why is this still there? If you have a nice body that something easily good.
A lot of things are. This one was an accident.
Okay, go ahead.
So that day, and I said, okay, that if I truly forgive her for all these things that has happened, and I want us to be together, that she loved me and the family.
We can see that.
And I told me that I should make love to her.
Yeah, it's your wife.
Yes. And I said, I should make her to feel big. I said, I wasn't that in that mood. And I said, okay, I loved her. Me and my wife sleep till daybreak.
You not do nothing.
We'll do now.
Then that means you don't
we settle. We resolve that issue on that bed.
You believe God now.
Yes. So me and as we resolve that issue on that bed, daybreak, my wife asked me for a certain amount. And I said, what come with this thing? She told me. I went to get those things she went for her. And I left. On my way back, people from area, from church, start calling me, asking me, your wife said you are sleeping with your maid. I said, it's not, I was angry that was resolved issue. And my wife was still went to the street and started telling people, calling them. I didn't take it as anything. Issue I am having at this that is bringing all this is, we'll move to where we had this issue. My problem with my wife is friends. She's a very nice woman. Once she started having those friends, the friends is taking her one meeting to order to borrow money.
Okay, now that you don't want to, it's like you admit everything she said. That is why you are not following the way she followed her own.
Okay.
So I may be asking you a question.
Okay.
Why did you beat her to that extent?
That day.
And this last one.
The 2019 or this one?
This very last.
Okay, God bless you. Let me stand up.
You can see that I know you are not supposed to beat her, but the way you beat
her,
that's why I use that.
Thank you. Now, since my wife walked out on the 17th of July, 2020, the reason of my wife walking out is this. I came here way back where we were living at Jibo. Every day, people were coming to my house to drag money, to be ringing bell. I'm not that kind of person. I told my wife, stop borrowing money. I don't see where you're borrowing money. All my passport, my wife are using it to go at my back. At first, there was what she told me, I want the friends that I don't want. And I'm paying. I said, I will pay for that money. The day we were in station, they called me, she has borrowed another money. My wife have a lot of group.
After she left your house?
No, what let her move in my house? I'm coming now. The issue that, and I'm what we now move to, and it was, my mouth is dry, please.
All right.
My mouth is dry, and once my shoulder don't come up like that.
Your what?
If you don't write,
You hurry up, I not get medicine for this man.
Sir, I need water.
Hold on me, don't talk yet. I don't joke with heads, even though you may pretend not to talk of, you are not pretending according to your wife. You were using size 100 before, now you are using 30 something.
But I will come up by His grace.
If your mind is okay, you will come up.
Amen.
All these evil things you are doing, they may not make you come up until you change. You understand? No normal person will do what you have been doing. Forgetting who she is. She so much loved you. The day she came here to report this case, I almost walked her away after listening to her. But at the end of the day, I said that is a very stupid love, infatuated love, foolish love. I said, okay, because children, they are involved and the kind of atrocity if I thought it's true that you have committed, I will allow this case to hold. So that I will deal with you and get her back at you when she's ready to take care. I even told her, even though she's not ready, I will get the children in our care. As far as daughter is concerned, the kind of course that you have, I don't know how you will be seeing your daughter as well. So we know what is happening in the world. So when you drink water first, I don't have our plans yet. You drink that water, you continue. You are very lucky now that you are not making things difficult for me. That is why I'm talking to you now like a human being. You have made it difficult for me, starting with that your sister-in-law. That means everything you are going to say, you are lying. By now, you will not like your sugar. Maybe your sugar will low set. Your sugar see problem or even be low sugar. So you are very lucky. You are lucky because if you go to court like this, you admit. You see, from 21 years, they can give you 8 years. And in abroad, they will assume that you don't know what something is wrong with you. But when you begin deny, they know that you are normal, so you go in for it. When they find out that it's true. If you drink that one, you get another one.
Should I go on?
Yeah, go on, but if you feel you are okay.
I'm okay. So now, all these things, goes on, separate yourself from this relationship she doesn't want. Because that I'm a kind of person, there's a lot of things that is happening, even she that said she has contract.
Let's talk about this last beating.
This beating, I want to tell you what result to this. I did not beat her. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What she just
I will just tell you what happened. Because if you're a woman beat, there's a way they will push you. You will do something.
She push you to beat her, yes or no?
I did not beat her.
What about the injury?
Look at when my wife I was sitting on a gather.
Did you stop the children from taking pictures?
Yes. No, they were stopped taking. And I told her, the reason is this: whenever she comes to play with them like that, I don't sleep. The last baby that she left on 2 years will start running temperature. I will not stay. I go to bed.
Because spiritual.
Not spiritual.
Yeah.
It's their mother now. They are missing her.
Okay.
The boy will be missing the child. Okay, now.
Is she the one that refused to pick the children with her?
To go?
Yes.
I never asked her to leave the house. I shall never drag her. No, if I did not touch her, she has moved all her load out of the house.
You never stop her from going with the children?
I never stop her.
Okay. You see, did you also give authority to your brothers or siblings to be cooking in the house, not to allow her? Don't lie.
No. That fateful day she walked out.
Not that fateful day. Before that fateful day, something happened.
She that is saying, my wife that told nobody to cook in the kitchen, she called them to cook in the kitchen, even before we moved to the new place. She's here.
Okay, if you want to protect your brother,
I'm not protecting anybody.
You are the hardest one and try to avoid the one that may be simple.
This is sir. Everybody must say it's me. They can't even if
your siblings to be cooking in that house instead of her.
I used to at times.
Good. That is what I asked.
I used to at times.
Used to at times. No worry. Go ahead.
The reason, because we are not in good time, she doesn't talk to me. There's no way someone that doesn't talk to me will cook for me. I will eat. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to eat. Nobody dead cannot judge himself. Anything that happened has happened. I'm afraid. The reason of my wife walking out of the house, we packed into the house. June 26, 2020. And the night I was lying on the bed with my wife. The word I said was, I removed her phone. I was unlocking.
Did you bring your ex-girlfriend to the house?
This thing is just
yes,
the woman that came to Lagos.
Okay.
Yes
or no?
Yes.
Did you hear her? She said she caught you with the woman sleeping.
No. And I called her before I brought her home. Yes.
I know this woman will allow you break anybody home because according to her statement, I know she will allow you to marry 10 wives to keep her marriage. Okay. So what I just want to hear is yes or no.
Yes.
That I won't ask you. I have more questions to ask.
Yes. So this fateful day, 26, we park into that house. I called her and said, because after we taken on the station and everything, I sat my wife down. We are lying down around 2 a.m. I pick her phone, I unlock her phone. I was playing game. I said, Oseme, please. Heaven is my witness. I don't want to, whether lying or whatever. Now, I called her, please, here we move in here now. All those your friends that is causing this katakata, I don't want them into this house. Even my own friends, nobody is coming. Did you see where we are living now? The day we moved in there, it rained. The rain was almost reaching us at the lab. Because I wanted to pack the village. Things was down before I got that house. Immediately I told my wife that I doesn't want these friends. My wife snatched the phone from me. The first word, you are stupid. Who are you to tell me who to make friends with? Am I telling you who you make friends with? Who you be? What did you have? Everything you have was what people has given to you. Do you have money? If you are coming back the next day, that person you say you don't want to see, you will see the person in the house. This is what she told me. This between 2 and 3. I fold myself on her bed till daybreak. As daybreak, in Friday, I gave her 2,000 naira. Made them make food. I went to do for outside. That's what led to her moving out.
The day she was moving
to the house.
Rather, you told the house already that the relationship was already off for your mind. You said in that time with Victoria, you said
we settled.
No, hold on. Apart from the settle, you said the relationship was already
marriage is has almost collapsed.
Good. That is why I may not ask you why did you allow her to leave while you were home, but I still need to ask you.
Okay.
But why did you allow her to go out of the house if you still need the marriage?
Okay, now that day she told me that who am I to choose friends for her? The friends we're having is they don't lead her to the good side. They are all borrowing money. My phone be ringing. Your wife borrow here. You are guaranteed. I tried talking to her.
What is she doing with the money?
She's in the best place to talk.
Give her. Were you actually borrowing money?
I borrowed money. At first, I borrowed when he said when he was going there. He said money is her problem. I said, why is he going down? He said, you don't have money. I borrowed money for him.
How much?
I borrowed 70,000.
You gave the money to him?
I gave him 40,000.
What did you now do with the 30?
I was doing business. And once I'm doing business, he will stop bringing money to the house.
Yeah, your finance will be going.
Yes. Why my father?
Did you borrow?
3 or 4.
And why borrowing? Did you put his name as guarantor?
It's only one. And no money I borrowed that is not aware.
Have you paid back?
It's still remaining one.
How much is that one remaining?
80.
80.
Yeah.
When did you borrow that? The one of 80
that was last year.
Okay, just 2020.
Yes.
20. Yes. All right, so okay. What are you doing? Are you into business now?
I'm not into business now.
So if you are giving these children, how will you not take care of them?
I want to open up something.
You want to open up business?
Yes.
So wait until you have place to put them.
I will, any moment from now. My uncle wants to
but if we want you to have those children right away, can you have a place for them?
Yes.
And where?
I'm staying in my uncle's house.
Yeah, give back to him.
Sir, my wife says she borrowed about 3 or 4 times. If the house wants the evidence, just that I don't believe me and my wife will go into case. The last one that bust my brain was a blind man. My colleague, he called me. That bust my brain.
A blind man.
A blind. The man said he has a sight problem.
Yeah.
That he asked my wife to call me so that I can stand in for him. My wife told him that I am not selling around, that stays in Ladipo. That was after all this thing.
Ladipo is not far. So
excuse me, I'm talking about. There's a group. They have group. It was because of the group that made me to move out of the house. So when we're not parking there. Okay.
With all this, are you trying to justify yourself with the beating and all that, starving? You know, is that what you are saying now?
No.
You agree you beat her.
Yes.
You agree you slept with the sister.
Yes.
Okay. And everything you agree. So, okay. So what do you? There is no point of.
You asking me the point. You're asking me why she left the house.
Yeah.
I'm still giving you the reason why she left the house.
Yes.
So it was all this borrow that I have to change my apartment. And the day we got to the place, I begged my wife. She now swore to me that if I'm a man, like if I'm coming back tomorrow, I will see that woman that doesn't want to see.
You said it.
And I went to the market. On getting back, lo and behold, that woman near my house. I quietly went to my upstairs. I did not talk to her. From that particular place, and I see I don't see what I've done to my wife.
When was it? When did you move to the new house?
We moved there June 26. 2020.
And she left the house the following month?
She left the house July 17th.
Okay.
So that day when I went, they go and I saw the woman. I decide I'm dropping food for them. But I no longer eat in the house. On that particular 17th, this Saturday.
Give her the mic. Madam, yeah? Did your husband warn you about these friends? Don't lie.
Yes.
Good. Don't explain them. Did you thereafter brought friend to the house? Yes or no?
Yes.
I will take you back to the question. Did he warn you about bringing any friend in?
He have been complaining.
Don't explain. Yes. You say yes.
That particular woman.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Did you went ahead and brought the woman to the house?
The woman came.
Very good. Give it back to me.
So, and I say that my wife can no longer hear my word. And I will start living after some days, the woman came, I was sleeping, my children come to wake me that the woman is looking for me. The woman came to the parlor. He said, Daddy Bright, I don't know you and your wife is having an issue. And I told the woman categorically, I said, you are the issue I'm having with my wife.
After your wife left?
She has not left. My wife was in the house when this woman come. And I asked the woman, is your husband not telling you something? This borrowing, you say her husband have told her not to borrow again, that she's not more borrowing.
Okay, wait a minute. That child of the first child that was serving you people, did you try to touch her, even by mistake, maybe by mistake?
If
that 12 years old, did you touch her by mistake? They never say you penetrated.
I don't touch the girl.
Go ahead.
So, this thing was, so now when
you have answered that question,
okay.
So don't form anything.
No, I'm talking about this what happened with it was let my wife living. So now and I came home and see the woman. When the woman came there the following day, and I asked me what is, I said she's the problem. She explained to me that why she came, that she and my wife went somewhere to pray. Then I told my wife, like my wife walked away from the marriage, that I would die. And I asked the woman, are you people killing human beings? Are you God that created me? Now what you do? You see, my wife is stubborn, like I have tried talking to my wife to separate from some certain friends.
Go ahead.
Then to separate from some certain friends. My wife was stubborn, she decided not to. And I said, you people should keep. So I said, you are the cause because I want you not to. I want my wife everything about you. The woman then left. Then being the following week, I asked them to check what do they have in the store. I have to go and buy some things from Ilebo, and I buy okra. I call my junior brother that please, he should help me to prepare okra, half done. that she helped me to prepare the okra, half done. So my junior brother was preparing the okra in the kitchen. My wife now came straight to my room. She was holding her phone. She held it like this on me. Say, I am leaving. And if I dare coming back to check on my children or see mark on them or you give it them out, you said I took you to the station. Now I will show you that I'm a devil. I no talk. She walked away. She came back telling me that if my family or my friends they are coming after her, she will show me she's a devil. She left. She now came the third time and told me that her father will call me to come and collect the bride price. I was joking. I was just looking at it because she was holding a bag that cannot contain.
So she wanted you to...
I'm coming.
She wanted you to at least tell her, priest, I'm sorry, come back.
I'm coming out. I'm coming. Now, she now picked the bag. I was thinking it's a joke. When I know it becomes serious was when she was holding that small bag, this normal bag I cannot contain up to 5 clothes. She was holding it. My wife walked out, or the children were watching things on the sitting room. They now walked out. She now walked out, started going downstairs. I came to the parlor. I thought that it was a joke, and I entered her room. She has moved everything that is in her room. And I go to the kitchen. She has packed even plates we are using to eat, packed the pots. She has packed everything. I was asking myself, is it now that my wife has packed all this thing out, or has she been moving things out? I cried. As I was crying in my parlor, I called the father. I called the father 2 times. He did not pick my call. I sent him a text. I called the senior brother. The senior brother said he's at work. That the bride, I should not disturb him when he's back. And I went to the nearest woman right there. Say, I'm having issues. My wife just left me. They said they will call her. They said okay. That's because then there was an issue there at the station. It was late in the evening. And I come home back. And I called the senior brother. The senior brother told me, Daddy bride, how can my wife be at home? Somebody will be in the kitchen to cook for me. And I say, how will somebody I'm not in? So we are not talking. That's why I said they prepared the okra for me. The hot brother told me that him is the one that asked her to come out. They let my family take care of me. Let them take care of the family. I said, even if the quarrel we are having, I did not send her out of my house. And she left the children. My wife went since that July 17th. Although she do come, my son, she do come around to check on them. At times when I'm not. If you come and call the children, she'll come out, she'll stay with them.
I don't know. Don't take us back. You know the way you are giving your statement now.
Okay.
You go back and pick.
No, I'm talking about what left. That's how she left the house.
You have reached where you stopped before.
Okay.
You told us already. Anytime she comes, the children will be running temperature.
No, particular one.
Yes. So then you have reached there now. So there's no point.
Okay.
That is what led to the fighting and beating of these 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks.
A week yesterday.
Good.
So
now, thank God we are on worldwide television. Thank God you have been able to admit some allegation against you there which you know is the offense. And I'm very happy that you are here with your lawyer. Please, barrister, please come. You say what?
I wish to be excused for this proceeding, honestly.
What you wish to be excused?
I believe I didn't sign up for this.
You didn't
sign up for this.
Which one are you talking about? Is it the live coverage or what you have?
The live coverage.
Yeah.
You can ask me other questions and I will answer you.
Which other question?
There is anything you would like question from me as far what I understand.
You came here with him rather, as somebody representing him as his lawyer. Okay. And you are supposed, if I may use the word suppose, you are supposed to be sitting there and listening to both parties. Even though you don't do it here, you will do it in court. So after the woman, or maybe you listen to some few lines of your crime, you left, which I believe you wasn't hearing them while you were outside. So now I want to ask you some questions here, which I don't know how you are going to answer that because I know you were not with us. Okay,
And
good.
I will answer from my knowledge.
Good. You heard what the wife said, her statement. And what about your client as well? Did you listen to both parties or the husband before coming here? Did you ask him?
We spoke for plus 3 hours.
3 hours. Did he admit to you what he's telling us now?
I didn't know what he told you.
Then how come you did not sit down to listen to him if he's going to repeat the same thing he told you?
Even if he does,
Yeah.
there is no opportunity for me to come and say
It was too short.
It's lie. I get it.
Yeah.
If you look disorderly.
Can I have the mic?
If you look disorderly,
Go and give me sanitizer, the other one.
if you look disorderly, he's speaking and I'm trying to point out to him that what he's saying is.
I'm not saying you should tell him he's lying or he's not lying, but what I'm trying to tell you, to avoid me or him repeating it, that is why I'm asking all this. As a lawyer, as a lawyer,
me on record.
You're already on record. It's your audio we are taking. So, as a lawyer, you are. I mean, I don't want to say you call yourself. It's not polite, kind of. What do you have to say at this juncture? He admitted that he slept with his wife's sister, which he said they have the same mother. Okay, and he admitted that he held the hand of the house head, Victoria, and the wife caught them, and he said, I wanted to deal with you with this because the marriage was already over. He admitted that he beat his wife, exactly the picture we saw. So, what is your take in this as a lawyer? What do you have to tell him? If you were the lawyer to the woman, what will you say at this juncture? Because off camera you said you should settle it. You are not here for this and for that, but you are here to see how everything can be settled amicably. If we give you the room now to settle it, for instance, how will you settle such an issue?
Okay, first of all,
you can breathe because I've sanitized that mic. Maybe you can
narrated the story. The first thing I did was to blame him for beating the lady. I don't have any justification for someone beating a wife.
Are you married, lawyer?
Yes.
You were here when he admitted that he brought his, or maybe he wasn't here. He admitted that he brought his ex-girlfriend to the.
He didn't tell me that, though. Yeah. He said it here.
Yeah.
I saw that as sorry, I will sound this way, a mark of irresponsibility or not showing enough respect for the wife. That is that on that. I guess the human beings are entitled to their conduct and their behavior. All of them are adults, and I wouldn't want to use my own standard of life to be the beacon for other people to follow. But as a person, I abhor that kind of behavior.
Okay, maybe one or two more questions. As a lawyer, even though it was long ago, he beat and inflicted injuries on his wife or any other person, will that case be rejected in court because it was not reported at that very particular time?
As you had them make their respective narrations, they told you the matter went to police, and I would leave it at that. I wouldn't know whether they have concluded the investigation. There's something we call a principle of double jeopardy, as in you can't be tried for the same offense twice. Assuming police has initiated something on that, that settles that.
The police has done what?
Initiated something.
Yeah.
On that.
That settles that. Even though if we want to charge it to court, it will not be.
I wouldn't know whether police went to court. I wouldn't know the extent of the investigation. I wouldn't know whether they still plan to. But above all, above all, at the bottom of all these settlements, at the bottom of all these proceedings, I have an objective which may differ from your organization objective. And my objective is that at the end of the day, the family should be in one. That's my objective. And why to some extent, when we were starting, I said I didn't bargain for this was I wouldn't want to give undue publicity to something that could be resolved in confidentiality. That confidential resolution will not take one iota of justice out of it. Every principle of justice will be netted. I've done family-related matters in court, in welfare at Laos, and in welfare at Good Secretariat, on welfare, even in North Yola, to be precise. But you have your policy, and I wouldn't dictate that. So, to summarize what I'm saying, I still believe that we could still resolve this without creating publicity. Whoever that, you apportion blame to the person, and we take it off from there. I have done a matter wherein I was brought in by the man, and I ended up acting as the counsel for the woman. So I'm not just here solely for
Mr. Frank.
Solely for him, and solely as in I didn't come here to sell my conscience that I'm all here to give you protection, to give you this mindset that you can do and not do and nothing will happen. No.
All right, thank you. I appreciate your coming and your calmness as well.
All right, sir.
Yes. Sir, at this junction, what do you want us to do to you? We are not setting you free. Just tell us how you want it. It might look like I'm romancing this case, but I'm not going to let you go free. Let me see if it's like the mic is off.
Hello?
All right. You say you didn't watch?
I still don't really get the question well.
Okay, good. What we normally do in this kind of situation, we'll get you arrested. We'll call the police. We'll charge you to court. You face the law. And even though, if I tell you have a lawyer, like you already have a lawyer, they'll meet you in court. That's how we do it. So why were you begging your in-laws? This last one, why were you calling your in-laws and calling for settlement?
I sent a text to my in-law, his elder brother. He came to my house.
This last one?
Yes, no, because I went.
I'm asking you, what kind of test? Is it test that they should come and pick the remaining properties of their daughter all to
my angry with him at the first, I called him and I lodged a complaint. None of them take any action on it. Now, I told him that he know me, he lived with me for years. So there's some certain people who tell him that he should know much about me.
What you are saying now is very different.
Okay.
What kind of message or call did you
put to him?
Yeah.
Okay, he called me that
for reconciliation or for more trouble?
No, for reconciliation. I don't.
Simple.
I'm tired of this trouble.
Why are you dragging me here and there?
Okay, sorry. I'm tired of this trouble.
Problem?
I'm going down every day.
What's your problem? Give the mic to your wife. I think she's still your wife. Madam.
Yeah.
What do you want from this marriage now? If I thought you still have marriage.
When we're going.
Do you still want this marriage?
I don't know his mind.
Madam, do you still want this marriage?
For my children. Yes.
Madam, do you still want this marriage?
Yes.
Give him mic. Do you still want this marriage?
Sir, I will tell you categorically. I will tell you my mind.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Me and my wife.
Okay, answer me yes or no.
Sir, we have children.
Okay,
It's a very big load.
Answer me yes or no.
If my wife change, I want the marriage.
Okay, answer me yes or no. You are making Shakana because she said she needs the marriage.
Bros, you don't understand what I pass through. You don't understand.
Listen, no. Do you still need this marriage? Yes or no?
Okay. This your question comes so direct. I'll answer you. But I want you to understand one thing.
Don't drag me.
I'm not dragging
call
you.
Police for your
Bros, if you arrest me, no problem.
You rest tomorrow.
No problem, no problem. Nobody go in that dies. You are a man. And I need to tell you one word. Nothing, everything my wife said, I did not tell you.
This marriage.
So can I say a word before I conclude on that?
No.
It's a direct question. If I answer now tomorrow night, if I die inside, will you come to bury me?
That is why you will say no. If you know you will die inside, say no.
I don't know her mind. If people will caution things, then who is this?
Who is to caution? It's you.
Caution who?
Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. You want to say something? Well, hold on. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the mic.
Hello, Oga. You want them to talk to your wife. Yes. You don't know her mind. Yes. Talk about yourself. Talk about yourself first. Have you changed from what you are doing as a person? All what you are doing is the result of what you are seeing. If you are good, your wife will not be bad to you. So talk about yourself. You are supposed to lay down and beg your wife immediately without even saying any word. As they answer you yes, and you don't say yes. If you are saying yes, say yes. If you are saying no, say no. Since your wife left, at least you would have seen some changes in you and the children. If your wife is a bad person, some will even poison you and kill you. Immediately you sleep with their sister or their relation. So you're supposed to be ashamed. You're not supposed to say if she changed. You are supposed to change, then you will change. Me too, I have wife and children. I know what I go through inside my own marriage. You understand? So if you change, your wife will change. So you're supposed to promise her that you will marry her and you will not do such kind of things again. That she will believe in you and trust you.
So I've done that and people are taking on it.
Leave that one. You are not here. Not here. If you have taken and are taking on it and things like that are still happening, then you have to show him that thing will not happen. That is so. You have to answer those questions immediately. If you are not ready, say I'm not ready. Then if you are a changed person, you let him know that I am a changed person. I want to accept you. Then he will decide on that. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Okay. You know, I cannot call you a normal person. You are not normal, and I don't owe you any apology for that. And that is why I am treating you like an abnormal person. I am treating you like an abnormal person in the sense that I am romancing this case. People that do watch this program know that I am treating you like an abnormal person. You are not normal. Even though in your culture you may not be forbidding anything, but how will you feel if you caught your wife with your younger brother or senior brother direct? You are an animal. You are an animal. You are a beast. Your lawyer is here. Let him begin to write the word I'm using on you. You are an idiot. You are an animal. How will you feel, culture or no culture, that you will cut your wife red-handed with your brother, same father, same mother? You are still saying if she can, as if you are the only man on earth. The reason why I'm judging you like I know that this woman, she's sick. Why did I know she's sick? She came here this afternoon to start begging for you. I said, woman, is something wrong with you? I say, the world must hear this. Even though you people want to settle, we will settle it here in this national TV. She was begging. Say no, no. I say, okay, I'm going to arrest you for defamation of character. I say call, you say her phone is down. Then I decide to call you when you not pick that you're on your way. That is why you see I am romancing the case, because however I treat this case, your wife will go back. Even if I lock you, she will go and release you, take you home, because she has already settled with you. She was vibrating. Yes, some people are saying here that she's vibrating at our office, that you call the parents, everything has settled. You are even going to the village. I say all this atrocity you levies against your husband, he should die off like that. I say that means you are lying. Then I now gave her 2 sheets of paper that she should write back and front. I will still bring the 3rd one. I never say once. I say write back and front all your story. If no story should drop, then sign. She now hold Bible for a very long time. Say I want to call you. I say write and sign back and front. That is where she now pause. That is why you see I'm just looking at you, not because of your health issue. You have no health issue. Your wife left you for 7 months, if not more. You are still wearing 36, 35. That means your problem has eat deeply into your heart. Your mind is evil. Your mind is galloping. Your mind is dirty. You are wicked. You are a beast. You are animal in short. So if your problem leave you for a month, people should be congratulating your recovery, speed recovery. There is nothing like no recovery in you. You are not talking about the sugar. Maybe it's your wife that poisoned you with diabetes. Every break goes on her because she's dying in love. She wants to really die in love, and I can see that. We don't separate homes here. We don't break up homes. Before you see us doing what you are doing, we must have interrogate the person that reports and know the action, and the one we are seeing with our eye will help him or her to take up the action. Which we did, but you see, your wife after Sunday, she has been calling on the phone that she want to drop the case. I say, come and write a withdrawal letter. That story cannot be swept under the carpet. And now, because you already know who she is, that even if you sleep with the whole family, that she will still tell you, please, I want to keep my marriage. But I don't want you people to use your daughters to keep your marriage. We're interested in those children. Because this woman is ready to use her daughter to keep her marriage. And we will not be a party to that. The only way we are not going to be a party to that is by taking those children from you people, the ones that are female children. How many female children do you have? Use your mic, sir. Use your mic.
I have 3 girls.
And 2 boys. We'll take the 3 girls. We're going to take the 3 girls from you people. And we will allow you people to go and continue your marriage. This is the only time I will not allow anybody to write on undertaking. Both of you should go home. Even though you want to kill yourself for love, go ahead. This is the first time people will hear me talk like this. But nothing should happen to your children. This is the first time I'm really going to say what people may not welcome based on my experience with you people. We are not going to have any undertaking in this case, not because your lawyer is here. Even if I wanted to do so, he will be the one to sit down there and write and bear witness, but I will not do it. Let this woman go and enjoy her love. You can invite, see, you are a good man, no? You know why I call you a good man? You are sick and good. You are sick, you admitted your problem, that this is your problem. And if you now tell this woman, please don't bring women or any friend to my house, that means because you cannot control yourself, you can even sleep with her friends, marry or not marry. So you try to avoid the one she will see, even though you may be doing it outside. She refuses. She's using those women to keep your relationship, if you don't know. If you can tell her I don't need her, she brought that woman the following day. And if you not try to do anything stupid with the woman, she will start counting it. Provided you don't beat her, provided you don't drive her, provided she tell you shut up, don't talk back. So she want to be catching you with nonsense so that will not be your weak point. That if you tell you shut up, you will shut up because you don't want them to know I slept with somebody yesterday. So she feel the only way to cage you now to set you up, begin to let you commit all this nonsense because she know you cannot handle yourself. Then she will not use she will not have all these things she want to use against you. Anytime you want to talk, say, if you talk, you are in trouble. You will not think, if I really talk, people will hear me. Thank God you are a shameless man also. That you are ready to confess your sin even in the market. Which I still love that. So you people will go home and continue your shameless way of life. Let me tell you, woman, you are not left out. No, you are not left out. You are as good as your husband. Because if your husband is a shameless man, and you also you don't see anything wrong with it, you are a shameless woman as well. Yeah, nobody should call love into this. It's not about love. People think you are in love. You are in lust. Because you want a situation whereby you will have this man forever because of his shameless acts. That anytime you say, if you talk, I will tell people, say, you sleep with my sister, he will keep quiet. But thank God he don't know what they do. The man sick, he will not keep quiet, even if you cut down with any person when he born you. This man is a shameless man and he's sick. So, you have nothing to say. Let them buy you, Hassan. Why did I say you have nothing to say? You know, coming to this live video to treat this case is not your making. I just want the world to know the kind of women and men we still have in the society. You never allow us. That is why I said you must sign consent. Even though you later allow us, you must sign consent to be show life. This is consent to be show life. And the lawyer was also here while you people were signing. So I know it's not your making to come down here with your husband and settle it because you said it has been settled. So you have nothing you are regretting. We are the one regretting it. The beating is not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the third time. Sleeping with the ones you know, they are not the first, second, third. And this man told you, I cannot control myself, don't bring anybody. You keep on sending in women for him to be sleeping with. So now you will go home and treat your husband. You will go home and treat him if you know he's sick. But if you know he's not sick, continue. But we are coming for your daughters. And we will still check what has happened to your daughter of almost 10 years. Because we have seen a case of 8 years, 9 years, that they were being defied. Understand? Oga, which change you need from the woman? Which change you say if you change? You use your mic.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity again. My wife should flee from friends. My wife should be contented with anything we get. There's issue my wife. I noticed that one right from the beginning. My wife is weak in business. She doesn't do business. She doesn't have the strength. And that's the only way. A lot of things that happen in the market, there's something I can't start talking about her. She withdraw with friends. If I tell her what as the husband in the house, she should listen to me. She come with her own word, we should discuss it. She should stop laying costs on me. She'll be hitting on ground and say, your leg is not for me. Don't say that. Direct, nothing good will come out of me now. So I hate those things.
What you do? If to say you meet better woman, you're supposed to they die 10 times in a day. You see, I'm blaming her because of what she did in respect of this infatuated marriage or love you call yourself. I'm not supposed to blame her. You supposed to die 100 times. If to say used to swear for you, like say she know what she's doing, she even see her sister showing you lap. You supposed to even through that lap die like 100 times that day. So she did not curse you. She's supposed to curse you with everything she have in life. But now you are the king. Now you are raising shoulder because she's sick. And I'm letting you people go for the first time I'll be doing this work because I met a sick woman. Now you are talking like you are normal. You know you are not normal. Somebody caught you with her sister of the same mother. Now you are the boss now. We should help you to tell her to calm down. Otherwise, the marriage will not work. If really marriage what telling somebody don't go into, maybe they will listen. Are you man? You are not. Are you human being? Zero. Do you have conscience? Zero. Everything that has to do with human in life, you are inhuman. Your lawyer is there listening. So now, because of who she is, that is why we are worshiping you and romancing this case. To hell with your diabetes. We know people that have 500 or 1,000, we still drag them to that station. You understand? So, nothing. You people are not signing anything. By the time you finish visiting all the human rights in Nigeria and police station, one of you will advise yourself. I'm not going to settle it here. After all, she has settled the case. Don't give her mic. Say something with what? Did you approve this case? No. You were talking to me because you have settled it. You have settled it. So what is just? Begin to pack your things and go. Your address is here. We come unexpected time to check your daughters. Or if you want to call in, you know our number. The line is open. The line is open. Who want to talk to the man, the woman is just 1 minute. 1 minute. No more, no less. 090 3000 2484 is the number. 090 3000 2484. You people will go home today and celebrate your Valentine tomorrow. We are happy for that.
Please, sir. Just let me say something for the last time.
Good evening. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
My name is Uche. I'm calling from Ghana.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, Mr. Chairman, first of all, I want to congratulate the woman. Okay, so this woman, please talk to her in a plain language because woman is a good woman. To be honest with you, the woman is a good woman. But everything the husband said the woman is doing or was doing was as a result of the man's attitude. The man is taking advantage of the woman because the woman is from Asia and he's an Igbo man. And the woman has said that she wants to go back to the marriage because she wants to marry an Igbo man. I'm telling you the truth because the woman wants the marriage to work out because being an Edo woman is married to Igbo. She wants to do everything. She wants to do everything to keep that marriage. I'm telling you, the woman is going through hell in that marriage. Being an Edo woman, marrying an Igbo man. So this man is just using the advantage of that tribe to maltreat this woman. How can you be a man? You will sleep with your wife's younger sister. How can you sleep with your wife's younger sister? It's inhuman. It's inhuman. No, I don't think that a same person would do that. A same man would do that. Even if you want to sleep with a woman after their marriage, you go outside and do that. If you can control yourself. Even if your wife is bringing woman in the house, it's not an excuse for you to do that with a man. No matter what, if the woman is sitting up with her friend or whoever, it is not an excuse for you to do that. Okay? So please, I want you to do something to talk to the woman. You know, if there is the right undertaking, there is the right undertaking. Please, because this man can injure this woman. This woman is a good woman. She's a good woman. I'm telling you the fact. Look at when you ask her if she wants to go back. She said yes. One time, but the man was just playing around. The woman change. What kind of change are you expecting from the woman? What kind of change are you expecting from the woman after sleeping with her sister? With your half friend, and even the 12-year-old girl, you try to manipulate her with your hand. I mean, let us respect this faith. I know why this is happening because of the woman is from Edo State and you are Igbo. And I said an Igbo man. I know the judges that is there. In and you want to manage it. So the woman wants to keep the marriage because she's from Edo State. She wants to marry Igbo man. This is this, and that's why she's suffering in the marriage. Whatever the woman is doing is from you. You got it. So you change. You have to change, my brother. I'm an Igbo man like you. You have to change and don't stop bringing shame to Igbo people. Please. Thank you.
God bless you.
Mr. President. Okay.
Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Shade from Lekki.
All right.
Yeah, My main concern now is if they have a daughter. Because for this man to be sleeping with a white sister and also bring up some other person, I don't think his daughter will be safe in the house. This man sitting here can abuse his own daughter. So that woman, I want to beg her, please, you need to keep an eye on your girl child. This man, like the other woman said, is not human. He's not human and he's shameless. Please, my dear sister, I want to advise you, please keep an eye on your female child. Please. Thank you, my chairman.
Yeah, thank you for calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sama, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is your child, sir.
Okay.
Please, I want to talk about.
They are hearing you.
My sister, my sister, you creation. What is this man do to your own local sister? You see, open your eye, open your hand, open your, because of your children, you want to follow this man. And this man started to make shakara to inside his office. Now, what for you? This man will be proud to equal woman. What do you do? Sleeping with your officer and give yourself the motivation there. You want to put that to this, follow this man. And the man is stand there, he wants to stand that he don't want to, he don't need you. And what's wrong with you? Well, I pray, sir, all this time you play, sir, what's wrong with you? You will be trying to import that. You don't get you don't put my again now. I need to marriage. We can Muslim marriage and Muslim marriage. People don't know that. I'm still disappointed with you, my sister, not because like, put their children, you don't go back to your children, come on, make it they pay you, pay the children, you go back to them. They will go to want to go to take and pay your children. You will rent that owner. Whether you like it or not, you will rent that owner. You and your children will take them, you will find it too. If you don't let you live that children, it cannot do it. If not, they will go to the Kiri. Look at this, you go say, you go talk to your sister. Don't you talk to that? When that one will pour out your time with God, look at it. Same with your sister, you just stand there and say, yes, I still need to marry by food.
Thank you.
Tell my God bless you, sir.
Welcome. No. The number to call is 090-3000-2484 is the number. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Godwin calling from Germany.
All right, go ahead.
I want to speak with the man.
You can hear you.
We understand we have no value for the marriage.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you something. If he lose that woman, he will never find another wife like that woman. He will never find another woman like that woman. What we were all expecting from him is to just go down on his knees and tell the woman that he's sorry. Instead of trying to phone ball. You that is sleeping with your wife's friends and your wife's sister, house, help, and sleeping with everything around. You should be ashamed of yourself and apologize to your wife. I'm not making shakara.
You need water. Water.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Ruth, bring the bottle water for the woman. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, this is Kevin from Germany.
All right.
Please, my brother, I want to talk to this woman.
Go ahead.
This woman, if she's not careful, that man will kill her.
Okay.
Because if that woman is saying about children, if that man will kill her because he doesn't have any option. So for that, if this woman loves herself, let her take her children away. Secondly, I will tell you thank you. Please try to take those 3 kids, those girls. Because if you look at when you, at the time you utter the statement that said, this very man that maybe he might be defining his children, you see the way he turned his face. Watch and please try to take justice. Because this man can do more evil things. But meanwhile, if the woman decided to say, it's my husband or them and another or boy, I'll kill you or people,
that's my brother.
Good. Thank you, my brother.
Right.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Make them bring water for her. The number to call is 090-3000-2484. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening. Hello.
Good evening, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening.
The line is bad. Good evening, your name and where you calling from? Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I am Miss Samuel. I'm calling from.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I want to first of all thank you much for who you are, you and your wife. May God Almighty bless the both of you. I followed this case and I got to understand from this matter that this man using the, should I say, disadvantage now of the woman. The woman wants her home. She wants to keep her home. But she doesn't know how to keep the home because she knows that the man is a very loose man. So she feels that implicating the man or setting the man up will be a means for the man to calm down. That may just be what she thought. But then this man on his own side is a very, should I say wise, should I say smart? I don't know the English. If I use it that way, I will not be too right. And I wouldn't want to use an insulting word. Then the woman wants her home. But the man feels that he is the Lord. So you have done your best, but I want to you with your office, please take it calm. Because if you let these people go with the way this case is going, like you said, I have never seen you on this road before, you know. So if you let them go, I pray that you are not called to come and carry anyone's cost. God forbid.
Amen.
So, sir, please, the children you said you are going to look into, please don't forget to do that. Because after having this man, I'm afraid. Then this lady, I think, needing, she will be needing, what's the English word? She will be needing this specialist to talk to her.
Okay, yeah.
She will be needing those specialists to sit her down, to wake her up. Her brain is still sleeping. She has lost it along the way. And people like this kind of man frustrate women to that extent. Yes, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how else to go about the whole thing. So, sir, please, this case has come to your hand. Let this man sign on an undertaking that his finger will never be laid on this woman. That's number one. Then number two, that for him to even think of going to sleep with that woman's sister, I don't know. And the sister in question too. How come your sister's husband talked to you to the extent of going to bed with him and you went? So that girl is an evil girl too. Then on the woman's side, if you listen very careful, which I know you did, sir, the man knows his weak point. So the man has already told this woman, stop bringing these people home. I don't want somebody home. For me, if my husband tells me he doesn't want my sister in the house, I will look into it. That is for me, sir. Yeah. Then she brought back her sister without the man's knowledge, because she does not have respect again for the man, because the man has sold his respect, or he has thrown it into the dustbin. So it was because she doesn't have respect for this man again, because of the illicit things this man is doing. That's why the woman has the effrontery to bring another person into the matrimonial home without telling the husband. And now this man has been saying, please, I don't want you with friends. Stop borrowing money. What is there for you to stop borrowing money? It's even better for you. Even if you want to borrow, which nobody can borrow, you can borrow little to do your business. Be contented. Because that is not the only crime that she committed here. And now she will borrow some of the money for the man. So, sir, let's not go into it. I'm sorry to say, this man, his heart is at the back. It's at the back. Because for you to sleep with your sister, your wife's sister, and you are still acting up like this, okay. So please, sir, I want you to help the woman. And you will help the woman by straightening this man with your office.
All right, thank you.
Straightening him with your office, sir.
All right, thank you.
So I think I will stop here. Thank you very much,
God bless
sir.
you.
God bless you.
Where is the one? Is it the son? Where is the one? There you go. Good evening, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening.
My name is I'm calling from Italy.
All right, go ahead.
I want to contribute to that audience.
Go ahead.
That might be this anonymous. That might be this anonymous. For me, for my own contribution, I was told that let that woman not to go with him. For me, sir, you can let that woman to say her last word, because I saw her, she was raising her finger before. We are asked her what she wants to say, so that if you don't want to go with her, we know. Because for me, she's my sister, because I'm from Mesa. This is what my duty. I know that now the man is using his advantage on her now. Just because of the woman now love her children, want to be with her children. Then you are not begging the man now to accept the woman back again. So me, sir, what do you think about that? For me, you would have asked whether she wants to go back with the man now, or she wants to go with her children. Because I don't want to say the whereby may God forgive. At the end of the day, they will not call you that something happened, because the man is not ready, as I'm looking at it. That is my contribution. Well done, shall God bless you.
All right, thank you. Madam, give your wife the phone. The hand you were raising that you have something to say, can you still remember? That is the microphone.
Yes.
Say
it. Based on the children, and if I want to go back, I'm living in my uncle's house. I grew up without my mother. We grew up in hell. I don't want my children to grow up the way we grew up. Father was not there for us. Mother was not there for us. I want to go back. Because if you ask me, I'm living in my uncle's house. They might wake up tomorrow and ask me to live there. I have nowhere to go. I cannot keep them there. I cannot keep them there. That is why I said I'm going there for my children. That is why I said I want to go back. Just for my children, just for me to take care of my children, for my children to grow in my very eyes. Because I don't want my children to pass through what I went through when I was growing. That is why I said I want to go back.
Good evening. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm listening to the program. That's why I called you now from Germany.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to talk to that man. Make I use civil English. That man will sit down for your boss now. I want to talk to other. This is what you do to say. People fight for condemner. You understand? Yeah.
Go ahead, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, so even this thing, this man is fighting to survive from them, because if you marry wife, if the one I said one is going in house, and two of my children with them, so just separate. But for you to commit adultery, not only committing adultery, but sleeping with your wife, sister, you deserve to be stoned to death. You understand? This is why I don't say this kind of system exist in Nigeria, and this is why I never love when they say African tradition. I hate that word called tradition, because that tradition will put women under slavery. So women are not their right to talk to your husband, women are prepare any clothes. All these kind of things they have to the pressure. All these kind of things, but just let somebody say, go commit suicide. And somebody like you can also sleep with your own biological daughter.
It's possible.
Just know for your mind, so what you are doing now, God, heaven and earth, everything is against you, and there is no peace for the wicked. You understand? Yeah, now what I want to tell you now.
Alright, thank you. The number to call is 090302484. God bless you. Good evening, your name and where you calling?
Hello. Good evening, my name is Travis in Congress.
Okay. Go ahead.
Happy New Year, first, Happy New Year, sir.
Thank you, my dear.
I want to talk to this, my sister.
Should they hear you?
My sister, I'm from Edo State like you. Nobody is free. You understand me? If you want to go back to your house, my sister, sit down for your house. Outside, not good. And no man will not be will be sent. No man will be sent, and no man will be say not be bad. Because if you come out for your house here, you don't come out to my house. You don't think you know how it will be. This very man now, where all of us they don't say that the wrong person. Yes, you know the man are wrong person. But they say the devil should know better than the angel, you know. My sister, stay your marriage. Now your marriage, not my marriage. Now you go see the stay your marriage. You understand? Me are not the call repair your marriage. My sister not the call repair for you. Now you yourself will repair your marriage. So not listen to anybody. Not listen to anybody talk. Do repair your mind. Because no children, no mama will take carry children like your mama. And no papa will take carry children like your father. So go that place be your house. You remember with me, I do people talk say, I don't want you on now we're not ready. So we're not saying go marriage, say come back tomorrow. We say say go sit down for your husband. You not there in the go. That place now your house. And stay there. And don't say not be your house. That is the land where you stay married.
Number to call is 090302484. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Samuel. Good evening, sir. God bless you, sir.
You're welcome.
God bless you. You are happy. Because you think you are just so bad. I don't know how to appreciate you and my time.
Thank you.
the way you'll be handling so many people. And this our brother, who you'll be handling this case, I really appreciate the way you'll be handling everything. This man is not as bad as whatever has happened. And even when you were scolding him, you will see that the man accepted his fault in every area. The only thing I will tell you as chairman is you need to make up a counseling session for him and the wife. The wife still loves the husband, and even the man still loves the wife. And what we are doing, we don't need to get people by the cover. If we look at the man, the way the man is dressed, somebody will say, I look at how the man dressed well. It's not like that. The woman still loves the man. But how can we counsel two people so they can see oppress each other? Because even some persons are calling now to condemn the woman. If you want to go there because of the children, you will die for inside. The man is a useless man. Some of us are not better than this husband and wife. Some of us, our marriage is not better than this husband and wife. But they are people to have been shown in global worldwide. That's to show that they are better off than some of us. We are not here to judge whether it's for people, land or each and land. What we are here to see that, yes, the challenge they are having, we are able to bring peace into their families. Yes, the man has made a mistake. The woman has made her own side of mistake. But something less the white man made his own mistake. But how can we bring this peace into the family? Chairman, with your good office and good heart of work is to do with your wife, please. Let us see how we can transfer this husband and wife. We don't need the lawyer, we don't need the police, we don't need anybody to come to talk to them. Oga and Madam, I am not coming to live in your marriage. The only thing I will tell you, anything you know you don't like personally, Oga, tell your wife. Madam, anything you don't like, tell your husband. Both of you are lovely people, look at how you do. The moment things are better for you people now, I will not be there. I will be celebrating you people. But people are calling out, condemning you, man, condemning you, woman. If that's not what we want, how can peace reign in this family? That's what we want, Chairman. I beg. God bless you, sir.
All right, thank you. Give the man the woman. Madam,
Yes,
you know what they call love.
I know.
Okay. Do you see love in this marriage? Do you see love there from you to him?
No, not there.
Do you ever in this marriage have love for him or
Yes.
love him?
Yes.
Okay, when did the love disappear?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
So your sister is not even the cause of the problem. Alright. When did your sister leave the house? Your sister, the one he slept with.
Immediately after.
Which year, madam?
2011 or 2012.
Good. So your sister is not the cause of the marriage falling apart. It's just that the history must be there. So if you used to love him, I think the love can still come back.
The family separated the love.
So we are coming to that. Give him the mic. Oga, do you still want this marriage?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, because your lawyer is there, I'm even asking you to write. It's going to write it that you say you still need this marriage. So because you need it, there are terms and conditions that you must abide to. And failure to do so, legal action will be taken against you. It's going to write out that one. The legal action, now we know the kind of legal action we want to take, provided not be legal action. You get mad at the top because you are sick, or you are not sick. You can't be talking here like this as if you are a responsible man. You are the most luckiest person that I've ever treated this case. I want to ask you for I will ask you like 4 times, but this is the second time. Do you still want this marriage? You see, I'm asking again. Do you still need this marriage? Use your mic, sir.
So I said I should not say a word before.
No, that's what I mean. It's the yes I know you said before. It's what I still need.
So I just wanted to add a word to that yes.
Add it.
Thank you. I don't have issue with this marriage. My marriage is good.
It's not good.
The problem we have in this marriage is friends. If my wife says she doesn't love me, she's just saying it for the same sake. The bottom of her heart till tomorrow. If I say I don't love her, I'm just saying it. But it is the friends. She's talking about family. I made the arrangement, the family can come for meeting. Her family come, my family come. Whatever thing it is, we settle it. Because I know this thing now we're saying here. Heart is different to do what and do a lot of things. We feel talk and hear at the end of it. We need still not to pause on. She made a claim that my family separated us. And my family...
That's why I'm asking. So that after you answer...
Me and my family no marry for me. Now me marry.
Okay, do you still need this marriage? Now that you have explained your side of the story, you have been asking me to give you the chance to...
So if my wife ready to change, I'm in need of yes.
What kind of change are we talking about?
Thank you. My wife should be able to listen to whatever we discuss. My wife
whether good or bad?
No. She has her own concept, her opinion. My wife should stop borrowing money. I don't see where they are borrowing it for. My wife, we agreed that my wife should learn work. When I see she cannot do business.
When was the last time she caught you cheating? So that we know if the borrowing money is the problem or the cheating is the problem.
The cheating was 2011 or 2010.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead. So, bringing friends to the house because
I don't like it.
Because you know you cannot control yourself, and borrowing money when you cannot give.
But she should go and learn work we agreed on.
What kind of work are
we agreed on with the father and everybody. My wife should learn fashion.
Okay, what if her brain cannot take fashion?
She accepts. It is friends that convince her. That's where the issue started. Oh, if your other brother is here.
So if she learn fashion in this age, with all the problem you have infused in her brain,
what does she want to do?
Don't you know fashion is not easy?
What does she want to do?
Fashion is not for depressed people. Even though you are a professional fashion designer, you are into this kind of problem, she will cut A to B.
Bros,
he will even sew female cloth for male cloth. Not to talk of somebody that have not even learned anything. You think it's not brain they used to learn work?
So one hand cannot feed family. We have 5 children. She should say what she wants to do so that 2 of us can be bringing to help children.
How many children did she bring to your house? That is not of you.
2 of us bring out 5.
5.
2 of us.
You are ashamed of yourself. We have 5 children. You that is putting it there as a he goat and dog.
No, I can't sleep with my woman because she doesn't know how to. I can stay. My wife doesn't know what we need. A woman now doesn't know how to plan with a husband. So it just any sperm that goes into them must eat a child.
Also, she don't know how to stop it.
She's my wife. She should work with whatever we are having. I lost everything, and how am I living now?
You are blaming her. She's the one that is producing the child.
We discuss it. We have discussed it when she almost died. When she born my third daughter, my wife blocked the same age. Went to 8. My wife died. Passed on. She called somebody. She should help me take care of the children and marry my husband. You are the only one seeing what I passed through.
Say it depends. She marry you.
Marry me. She's here. And take care of her children that she cannot make it.
She needs wife for you from her phone. She needs second.
She's here. It was the lady that was there in the hospital. These things, and I came when I donated blood after that. Maybe we discussed and decide. She still went and took it again. That one led her to CS. The day she had it says I was on prayers. I know what I passed through. But now, what are you doing to help me in this house? Yes, I know I might not be a good person. The things they trigger some things. What are you helping? What do you do?
Let me tell you the truth. Now only 2 things you take fail. I know say many of us they do am because they never carry us come outside with the scent. But listen, not be you fail with 2 things. So the sleeping and the beating.
I know.
If to say those 2 things were not involved, maybe you will go walk away here as an angel. You understand? So you fail already and you cannot pass in my hand. So continue. If you like, want to talk 1 hour, I don't already waste my time.
So bros, don't be talking 1 hour. Me, I don't get issue with my wife. My family don't marry for me. I spent 5 days marrying her. She that went into my wardrobe pick all our wedding picture and everything. None of them in my house. They pack everything away as she did so. I know they talk those ones. I know they talk. They talk about me. Okay. She will come now and say this man they told her. She will still collect money from the man. Come cook food for house.
Jesus Christ.
Oseme, evidence is there. I know they hide anything about you. So now, if we are coming back, there's a lot of strength and using. I'm not feeling give they talk a lot of things. Witnesses of everything you do there. Now, come back. Let us train the children. The kids is talking about. Let's come back together and train the children if you want.
Okay, no problem. I see that both of you are bed of the same feather as it is now.
Oh, that allegation.
Which allegation?
He said that we collect money.
Give her mic.
He said that we collect money from another man I cook for him. For that allegation. Even if man talk to me outside, I will come to this man and say it according to our culture. Even when they told him, when they asked him, did you see your wife with any man? He said no, he can swear for his wife. He even went to station and called, the police called my dad, that they saw me in the hotel, drinking and smoking, doing prostitution. And that day they called my father. I was there, I told my brother came. I'm hearing this for the first time, saying I will go out, collect money from another man, come to his house and cook for him.
Listen now, if you say another man, maybe the person you borrow money for now, Oga, is it the person she borrowed money from? You call another man, or infidelity is what you are saying?
Bros,
now here.
I still keep on repeating it. I didn't say she's what? She's sleeping around. Now, who stands in God? This one they told spirits. I said, stop telling me all these things. There's a one in their market. If you say you never collect money from the man, she's here. Now, stop all these things. Let us come back.
Okay, but I'm telling you, let me tell you, Shan culture. Okay. Let me tell you. I thought you say you love each other and you like them, you want to marry Shan. That's why you call her Semen. Then yes. Listen. Isha, you are lucky she's not married to Isha, but they are from, they still believe in Isha culture. In Isha culture, if a man tap your bonbon as a married woman, you must go home and tell quickly. Isha culture, if a man, those days is serious one, if you don't have handshake, if you do, because mistakenly the man shake you, you quickly tell somebody. Isha culture, if a man toast you, you will say it before day break. You must say it to your husband, to anybody, to none at toast. Then if you are an Isha man, you will also say it out to the elderly people. Say, see, make my wife not come make me do forbidden thing. She just came back and told me, must toast her. You tell elderly person will tell you, say, not me. Say, as he don't talk, and so nothing will affect now. Now, when they come tell you, say, person they sleep with me as a woman, you can't keep quiet. Now, something will come happen to you and your first child. So, because of the culture, she still don't know that she's married to a different tribe. She still want to keep her dignity. So, it's normal initial culture. So, no culture before you marry. When I want to marry from Benue, they now told me there is a particular tribe that when you go greet them, they'll carry their wife or daughter to welcome you. Whether who you go greet will carry a wife. Now I say, I've gone halfway with my wife. I say, I'm not married again. Then they start to tell me, say, it's not their tribe. You know what? I just come. I begin to ask some Benue people. They can't, luckily for her, they can't tell me, say, not be that tribe. They can't measure tribe when I don't want to measure here. Barrister don't so if you will know, make you still know, say, I for not marry my wife, may you know now. My wife is from Motukpo. So they can't tell me, say, far from the place, they can't mention, they can't say, that is when upon the love I have for my wife, that is why I marry her. Despite say, cannot try it to me because I'm from different, but when that spirit is in their abroad, when you are not at home, anything can still happen. When you call their parents, they'll say anything wrong with that, it's our culture. So is this Ishan culture? It's Ishan culture. If to say now you be Ishan, by now you go they seek to die. One of your first child will die. Although they say they have reversed it, but it's still happening to some people.
You see this thing that the allegation or this thing that happened between me and my wife is before I marry her.
I don't know. It's everything.
Oga, this her sister involved.
Did you accuse her?
It's before I marry her. It's before I marry my wife that this sister issue happened. Before I put money for my wife, now this
when did you pay that?
I paid dowry on my wife 2012.
Okay, good. Did you know in that 2011 that she was going to be your in-law or she's your in-law? Listen, when you are dating somebody, those days, if we toast one girl like this, the girl never grew. You go see another beautiful girl because we used to go and wait at the market. Go see another beautiful. When you go to the toast her, one of your boyfriend, your friend, will tell you, you don't know, say, Ahere, now be sister to Jane. You have answered. Toasting Jane never grew because you don't toast Jane. See, that time they not the quick agree. You see, they say every market you go, they wait for. You see, wait till I tell you that they may consider now. You see, they talk for 3 months, so you never agree. You go see another beautiful one, you want toast her. They will don't remind you, say, you don't know that Jane when you always they toast. My sister, you dey hands up for Ahere. So you tell not get dignity, you not get better upbringing, you not get culture. Let's leave it like that. You understand? Wetin dey vex me for your matter now. You even want me that they beg you upon the atrocity where you commit.
Whatever thing that happens here, once my wife.
See, this new love one are they going to? I beg barrister, ask that they should bring their 3 daughters to the human rights office.
No.
We are not seizing them, not be seizing.
No.
Madam, hold on. I'm not to say I want to seize them. Let me talk. You can be please. I don't want to seize them. We want to take them to hospital to see wetin don happen. So barrister, you go include them, say make them bring their 3 daughters to human rights office. The next Saturday is 20, which is 19. Okay, they will bring them here on the 19th, which is next week Friday. Please write it, include it to your.
You know, go free work.
Why?
My children. They don't go free work.
Why? Use mic.
My kids no fit come. Nothing's wrong with my children.
That means something is wrong.
Okay.
For you to see the no people.
She will bring them later because me.
No.
No, why I say?
Just tell the house now that something you have done something to them.
Jesus Christ.
There is a proof. I thought you said you will not be chanced because nothing wrong with that. Means everything is wrong with those 3 daughters. Even finger is wrong with them. I'm accusing you now because of your statement. It's funny.
My daughter.
Yeah, my daughter, not your daughter.
My own daughter.
If you not break them, then something is already wrong.
My daughter.
No, keep on asking. You are lucky because I know you are not normal. But will you break them or not? Give her mic. You will write down there.
I will bring them.
When did I say you should bring them?
Next week Saturday.
No, Friday 19.
That is
Next week 19, Friday.
Evening.
Not evening. We are taking them to hospital. You will go now. Before that, they go and report to their teacher.
Okay.
The human rights need them for clarification. So.
Yeah, I will bring them.
Now, one married herself, can go ahead, but those children will have to know. Barrister, let's see what you don't write so far. No, go rest. One for the woman. Which one? Which one is those short list? Please, because I believe the man don't know what to write. That's why I say help. Otherwise, really let me write for the man. This is your 2 line when they write there as if you are writing to help somebody. That I will not beat my wife. I will remain faithful to my wife. That I will provide for my family. Even when you get lines to add here, failure to do so, legal action will be taken. You say you never write that one. But however, if you still want to continue, you know the bone of contention there. Add that they will bring their 3 daughters for further investigation. So you write the dates there before you now go to failure to do so. That is Anthony Joshua for you. of our kind. All right.
It's a pleasure meeting you. What is saying? Okay, sorry about that. There's serious traffic. When I was coming, so the traffic was so much. Yeah.
Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Yeah, but bring and let me see. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Mr. Ifai. I'm calling from Russia.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Yeah, I'm calling to this present issue now, your office.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what faith will
Mr.
not
Chairman,
cover the woman's side?
concerning this case, you know,
So faith will
there was
not.
a last statement that the woman made when you gave her a microphone. She gave us a reason. The reason why that she wants to go back to her husband's house is not that she willingly or she loves the man like before, like going back. It's because of accommodation and other some financial issues. That's why she wants to go back, because she doesn't want to stay alone without accommodation and without her children. So, on my own judgment concerning this, Mr. Chairman, if there is any way the home fans and every other outside people can help this woman to stand on her own and build her life well enough with her children, because I don't see any love. The whole love they are mentioning here in my mouth is not from her. What I'm saying, I'm not a prophet. But this love they are measuring that place is not truly from their heart. Understand me? So, to cut this matter short is to find a way and place this woman in a good condition for her to take good care of her children, and also stage a financial help that this man will be bringing to those children monthly or weekly. This is my contribution, Mr. Chairman. Because for them going back together, I don't see any love there again. They are just pretending here. They are pretending. And I assure you that all the things they are saying is just to pretend. They are not serious in such love again.
All right, God bless you. Madam, is it true that if you have money, you will not like to go back to this marriage? Use your mind.
I don't want to separate my children.
It's all right. So you people can hear her now. So let us stop that son of poverty or not. She said, I can quote her, that what she went through in the hands of her parents not living together is not a good experience that her children should pass through as well. That means whether for better for worse, she's ready to be there. She don't want to leave her children, even though the husband is trying to cut off her head. Except the husband die first, then she will know it's only God that know why he died. But as for separating, she never want to do that, and she will never do it. Thank you. Good evening. We have 5 more callers. After this, we take 4 more. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Muchi. I'm calling from Germany.
All right.
Please, I want to talk to this man that sit down that place.
Go ahead.
He's taking advantage of this woman.
Yes, we know.
Which is very bad. And I promise this man, if this woman left, he will never find a woman who tolerates him and his family like the way that this woman tolerates. We are just saying that this woman doesn't know what she's doing. You understand? Everything that this man is doing, the man should wake up at this stage now. You should take out your family, your marriage out of your home, your own family, because the bigger sister, the junior one talking about family is not done. the way that is going, this man should try possible best to change his marriage for good, because this woman is for lady. And I bet one thing, if this woman left and leave this children, this man will mess up this children. If he cannot capable to hold his marriage, he cannot capable to hold the children alone. Please, Oga, I know that you are taking this case, you are rubbing it, and if it is madam, you will change it for this man. I trust madam. Please, don't let them go out without settling this case. Just please, I'm begging, sake of the children, not the sake of both of them, sake of the children, just try your best to get how they will settle and let them start living, because this man is not capable to enough to handle the children. They are still underage. He cannot handle the marriage. What is them close? How is he going to do it?
They're already writing and undertaking to stay together, so there is no point.
Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Right. I know. I'm begging you. Do something.
There is already an undertaking for both of them to stay together, like they already agreed. Please, before you call in, you have to know the volume of the device you are watching from. Hello. Good evening. Alright, we are stopping here. Good evening, your name and where you calling from? Woman, when are you going with him? Is he right away? Use your mic, use your mic.
No.
When?
His family will sit down, my family will sit down.
Where? Where and when?
I don't know, I will call my brother.
Alright. Good evening. Sir, did you hear her?
Yes.
Is it okay?
No problem.
But as for the beating, do you know it's an offense? Even when she said no, we have the right to still call you police.
Sir?
As for the beating,
yes.
You know it's an offense?
Yes.
That even though she said no, that we still have the right to arrest you?
Yes.
Thank God, you know. Give to her. I've sent so many people to station this week. So me, I think I'm tired this week. I want to let some people go scot-free just like you. Give her the mic. Will you allow us to arrest him and let him rest for some time? Say something, not by shaking head.
No.
I want to ask you for the last time, and you have to say it louder. If it's your yes, loud. If it's your no, loud. Why are you changing place? Anything going on?
No, that's not
Will you allow us to arrest him because he assaulted you by beating you and all that?
No.
I mean the injury in your body, the one you presented, even the one that just happened last week. We want to get him arrested so that next time he may not try it. He will sleep this night and be released tomorrow. You can go and shorten him and let him be released to show that you are not in support of the arrest. You are in support of the assault. She's in support. She's not in support of the arrest we are arresting, but she's in support of the assault. I say I'm asking you if we can just, because normally what we do here in a case, that's why I was telling you the way I'm treating this case, I'm romancing it, and I know people will see, they are seeing different side of me because this is not how it works here. So now we still feel we need to do what we have to do, even though we may not put him there for long or charge him to court. I'm asking that for you to give us the permission to arrest him only this night, then you release him by yourself tomorrow.
Please, sir, there is no need for that.
Speak louder.
Please, sir, there is no need for that.
Good. That means the beating you have forgiven him. It's the beating we are talking of. Have you forgiven him for the beating?
Yes, sir.
Speak louder.
Yes, sir.
Good. If you know you were going to forgive him, why were you gathering this evidence here and there? Is it to show to your children?
No, sir.
So next time, there should be no evidence. Because it's on a suicide mission now. So if you wish to do so, don't keep evidence. Because there are ways you keep evidence. We don't want to listen to him, you telling us not to get him arrested. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
We have accepted, Oga, what you do to this woman, her family, is against humanity. And if you know that you are really not sick, the way I see you as a sick person, not your sugar level. Normally, I don't see you as a normal person. It's possible by the time you had that, it was when you had that accident in your brain that your brain dislocated. So, but if you know you are normal, do the needful and let the world see if you are normal. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you know you are normal, do something and let the world know if you are half normal, because you cannot be fully normal. Daddy. Use your mic, I want to hear what you are saying. Okay?
We might have our conversation. Not our conversation will come on air. And my wife.
Okay, go ahead.
We don't know.
Go ahead. It's your privacy in the whole world that what are watching you still have privacy. Oh yeah, go ahead. We kiss in this office. If I wish I allow you to do so, which I will not. Okay, are you begging or you are dragging her neck the way she said you used to drag her neck? Because it's not how they beg. You are dragging her neck. You don't even know she has recovered. That makes you who I said you are. Are you romancing? Are you petting her? You are just dragging. I'm not joking. You are dragging. You are using her that hand. You are even far. You want to drag her closer to yourself instead of you moving closer to her.
Yeah, wait.
Never see this guy came before. I just did at the West End, but it's okay.
Yes, I'm not.
No, you matters in one case. It's a serious one. Just a bring woman for the man to the sleep so that marriage will not break. If she won't die for say her last prayer, the man says she still said, please, this woman that is here, marry her so that I should know where I stop so that we continue from there. Marry her so that we take care of my children. She's all about marry. I beg you, make a round up there. You are lucky to not be president in handle this case. All right. When I started this case, my face was full. Now it's inside, but no problem. It's part of the work. Thanks for everybody. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to every one of you that contributed one way or the other. You see, money using her program. She's not asking for help. She's not complaining. At first, she said they might throw her out. Second, she said she don't want to leave her children. And know that this man is not willing to give her children as far as our power of concern is concerned. So, let's record him as he's signing. Madam, you hear say your husband say all the 5 children are your fault. So now when I will go for Valentine, maybe you go born the 6th one and twins you go born now. According to your husband now, with the quarrel, and instead the quarrel you say you don't know how to control yourself. You dey hear am? Not be Igbo language you use. Even so you use Igbo, by now you should be understanding Igbo. So now you will go home and close your leg. Ask other women how they do it. They have family planning there. So we are accusing him, is accusing you that you have produced all the 5 children you must stay to provide and learn sewing work to feed them with him. That is what he said. So now you, madam, you want born Valentine child. I know say you never born complete, 7 you want born. Remain 2. It's funny because the way I'm putting it, you see yourself, you just come here to represent. I will not say you represent all the women here. You represent yourself. But go home and behave according to your husband, and that is what you are about to sign. He no need no more child. The one you have given him, he say you stop at number 3. You add extra jara for him. You don't know how to keep yourself. So now, if you add another one, he will be the one to bring you here so that you start feeding the 3. He feed 3, you feed 3. If you hear him, the responsibility for 2 according to him, now that is what you are supposed to be handling. So if you go and add 1, it's now divided by 2. You too, I know you don't want to be like your mother, but go and respect yourself. Understand? This man now is growing wings to fly, because he said if you say you no love and you lie, he know you know us. And me too, I see the love in you. So say I record your drama because I don't like to record without consent. So say I record your drama when you act here without consent. People for no want to even see you sit down here to talk. Don't be too weak. And if you know say not be your eye, try visit us. Go lay hand for your head, they pray for you here. My president, he doesn't say any word, he starts to speaking of tongues. When he starts to speak tongues in your head, forget it. We are very sorry. Sometimes we can see things like this. Those of you commenting that this case was a waste of data, it's also part of experience. If you don't witness this, you may not know such thing exists. So let us not complain much, okay? Those days now so love the bill. They catch you, say the man they do your mama. As far as love they, you will see collect them back. That was the love they are sharing as the real Akin love that they used to sing with. Not this love of these days. The man just talk, you run come out. We marry, will come they beg you. Not many presidents don't beg yet. President will beg so she will come lean. He's trying to reconcile them by force. This one now, then they beg us, not the way they beg them. They are begging us to allow them go with their wahala. President, they have helped you to do your work. So what do you have to say? You know, you they always beg, say this marriage must not break. So we did not even use, we only use time, we did not use much energy. So what do you have to say by seeing such a wonderful experience that you did not waste your time in begging, instead they are begging you that you should let them continue their wahala of love.
That is a wonderful one.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I know you must be shocked now. Say they don't let you use your energy. You gather to beg the woman. Say, please, don't go out of the marriage. Okay. Which one are they? Okay, it's your lecturer. Go check, maybe this Igbo man not go tell them different things go right there. I will take this woman, you know. It's like the brand leading the cripple. As for him now, even the lawyer, they help you write, they help your wife, they write. I don't know what you know now. I see right here just now. Now let's signature, if you sign, your lawyer help you. Now you can't help your wife. Me, I not trust you. You have to investigate that thing they tell your wife.
You say when they say to my daughter, they will bring down for you. Which date will I choose? That's it. Instead of finding them and no.
If you like bring them Monday, we are here.
Okay,
but that is it. That one now, we can make it on or before.
Yeah, because
so you can bring them weekdays, because now weekdays we take out the go hospital. We open Monday to Friday. You be. Don't worry, it's human right. Just bring them. Now when they are defied, that is when the father will bear the bills and go to prison. So for now we bear the bills. Let me send. You know, sit down there, down send them. They will take it along. Final call for today.
Hello, am I speaking to my wife, Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Nyebuchi.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. I'm about to speak then.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm Nyebuchi from
Go
the
ahead.
UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow your program a lot. And first of all, I want to say a very big thank you to you and your team for doing a great job. Thank you very much. Yeah, this advice is to the man there. And so it's not like maybe I'm supporting anybody, but I want to tell him that any Asian woman, when they make up their mind to marry, they are really marrying for real. So that woman is a good woman. My advice is that that man should please change for that marriage to work out. That marriage should work out. That's when the man changes. Because that woman, like people have spoken earlier, if you have sent them away without telling this matter, this woman might just sleep and not wake up because she will be depressed. The man should please change. That is my advice. And thank you very much, sir, once again.
God bless you.
Hello?
God bless you. Have a blessed evening. Enjoy your Valentine.
Hello?
That is it. They are done with their signing. Open for them to. Yeah, thank you too. Yeah. All right. Put your number here. We may need to invite you. Just write a lawyer's. No, me add that to that. Not maybe this. I know. Okay, me add that there. I know who you now. Rub this video. Sorry. I'll write now for a second in case anyone will see first. What do you say we do? They need to go with the boys to go and put more forward to the game. Yeah, it's like you want to appreciate. No. Come closer, you see we do it.
They take you now. I want to see my madam. How she thought you were come out.
I thought you were saying we do good.
Yes.
So yeah, now.
So thank them generally. If you have a final word of thanks, you need to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm appreciating this NGO. At least making my marriage to work again. Oh, I don't bargain for this, but I thank God for everything. Nobody is perfect, and I was able to understand some certain things. So, I'm giving kudos to you people, and God bless you and continue your wisdom.
Do you promise that you're gonna be a changed man?
I am a changed man.
Already?
I am a changed man. Yeah, just that people should understand some certain things. I don't pray. I never married to start having issue. Because I love my wife and I love my children.
We can see that. All right, have a blessed Valentine
Thank you.
Season.
Send us your Valentine picture.
And with your wife. Yeah. So what you do now, even though she may not be able to return before tomorrow, which is supposed to be tonight. So you can just take her to somewhere. She's already with
no problem.
Her parents. So we want to see your Valentine's picture
no problem.
As you are coming next week.
I will try as a man.
Be a good man. Eh?
I am a good man.
All right. Good night.
Thank you.
You are a very lucky man. You can go and ask people how it work here. Yeah.
But you people are human too.
No, we are supposed to treat you the way you treated people. But however, go and ask. Be lucky. You are lucky. Keep on lucky. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Don't forget to bring your children up.
Your son, I do
No, because if I talk to her like this, maybe to say we don't settle. Now the children with my consent, yeah, and wife like make them go sleep the 5-star hotel this night. It's none of my concern. Okay. Thank you once again. Let me go and try and take my lunch.